No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. I'm in here rocking my Fashion Nova slacks, feeling like $1,000,000, and I'm sitting down with the same crew that we sat down with last week.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this beautiful grouping of men.
Is this becoming a thing?
I think so. I think it's a thing.
Is every black archetype here exist?
I don't know about that, but you guys were about to like rip each other's heads off at the end because Court was saying a variety of different sus things.
Who?
You.
Ew.
I was?
So he went and got a haircut. Switched his whole look up.
I don't know
You
what you're
said
talking
that
about.
you would do the KG to
What's the KG?
What's the kg?
the
Kilogram?
No, the Kevin Gates.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What, you might say?
No, you said you like long.
I ain't say that. This is wild. I'm like, yo, but I really didn't think. Just I'm like,
Hey, that would be a good shirt design. Extendo clit.
oh.
And have the picture of China.
Bricc Baby merch.
You
That
remember
merch.
China's?
Yeah, I remember. I got the Playboy.
Bro, when I interviewed a fool who told me about banging her.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
good. Pre-meth or post-meth?
She was on meth?
She was on hella meth.
For real? I thought she was
Yeah.
just on steroids.
She was on crack and all that, bro. She was a wild,
You know
bro.
that I was introduced to like a long, like the second girl that I hit.
For real? Like,
It
how
was
long we
like-
talking?
It was
What?
like poking out.
That's
like
a low
little-
key
Like a
dick,
knuckle?
bro.
right
Like
there,
first knuckle?
Yeah, like
That's extendo.
that's
Yeah.
extendo.
Mm.
I thought it was something wrong. I didn't know what the fuck was
She
going
was
on.
strong?
Huh?
She was strong?
No, she was 13.
A nigga.
Oh, all
I was
right,
13.
cool.
Oh, well.
Oh,
I
cool.
doubt that they were doing shit like that back then, the kids.
I had no idea that there was extendos coming at such an age.
I didn't either.
Never
You
thought
gotta
about
think
that till
I'm
now.
just now going in and I'm like, the fuck is that? What?
The first vagina I ever went near stank to the high heavens.
Ooh.
It might have turned
Yeah.
me off for life to it. You never know.
That was
That's crazy.
I thought they were supposed to stink though. I had all white cream on my shit. I'm like, she was cottage cheesed out.
the first one I ever had, like
That was-
the first three I ever had smelled like potatoes, but not stink. They like,
What
that-
potato?
Look.
What is that?
But
even
I think
smell
the
like?
girl was letting everybody dig in her in the neighborhood. She was just because nobody was. It was just like, you want to go finger her and go kiss her. And she was like the finger. Like, you want to go home with blue balls? Go stop by on her street.
Wow.
There you go.
That's such a wild feeling when you're young and you just find yourself in a situation like that where the girl is just down for whatever.
Down for whatever, bro.
how she doing?
It
now?
was some shit going on. Oh, she probably got about 10 kids. You know.
Yeah. She's probably trying to forget that part of her life. Because, okay,
No,
did you see?
she's still
Freaknik.
slutting it out.
So you know who it is?
Yeah.
Because for me, all my memories of that kind of shit are like people I would never see again in my life. But for you, it's just like some chick down the street.
Yeah, unfortunately, these are people still trying to bop around the neighborhood.
But did you see they're coming with the Freaknik documentary?
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah.
I can't
seen
wait.
that.
I've been fascinated with it ever since I first heard about it when I
thought-
was young.
I thought that I was gonna be able to tap in as soon as I saw it. I'm like, it's out. I'm like, this is the debut. They like, nah, they just announcing it.
And
I'm
so-
like,
Did you
Oh,
see
yeah,
the
Hoes are scared though.
Did you see the TikTok from like an auntie who's like probably 40 or 45 or
Yeah.
something, and she's talking about? No, actually, no, because like I was thinking somebody said that there's a picture I posted on my Instagram story of basically like 5 dudes all posted up just gangbanging with a bitch in the middle with her butthole spread wide
Yeah.
open, just flexing her butt, and they all just grabbing at it.
fingers in her ass and all that.
Not in this photo, but I believe
they
it for
were
sure.
in there afterwards, for
Bro.
sure.
Where are you gonna wash your hands at? That's disgusting.
You
But-
don't.
Nah, you gotta wash your hands
got
up.
the
You put
goddamn
your finger in a
Freaknik.
butt, bro.
Pink
Y'all
eye.
niggas ain't never put y'all
Hey,
hand
bro,
in
a
a
lot
bitch
of people
butt?
left Freaknik with pink eye, bro. Come on.
Oh yeah. That's why they had to stop it. Probably think about all the terrible, incurable diseases that were showing up after Freaknik. For those who don't know, Freaknik, you pay a visit to the Wikipedia page if you don't know what I'm talking about. Or I guess there's probably a trailer for this show. Wait, you're bragging now about butts and them walking around all day with like it's no big deal?
Yeah.
Yo, this man a demon.
Yeah, you're a demon.
Y'all ain't
You
never
gonna
put
catch
y'all
it.
hand in the bitch butt.
You're gonna have a chocolate chip under your
Damn.
nail one day.
Yo, that
What
ass.
you
I've
mean
been
one
there.
day? Hopefully Sunday. That's how, bro. Y'all, nobody has ever put their hand in a bitch butt.
But so
Yeah.
this is my
Chocolate chip.
And
like,
I watch it
That's what I'm
afterwards.
saying.
we watch characters develop on this podcast, and it's interesting seeing Court being like, you know what? I'm a freaky guy now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
me-
be the guy who admits to everything sexually that nobody else will talk about.
Not just me, Josh.
Court's new nickname on the show is ETA. Eat that ass. ETA Court, man.
Yo, I'm
Better than
I'm
EDP.
playing. I'm the only one that Josh didn't put his hand up nobody but I did though. Just last night.
We don't need to know what Josh is doing with his dirty ass fingers.
Right,
Married to my
right.
sister.
Right.
Married to my sister. I don't want to know. Josh, if you ever talk about anal, or please just don't.
Shit. That's why Adam looked
has,
at me
though.
like that.
He has babies with my sister, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
See,
don't talk
he
about
just
anal.
found
Don't
out.
talk about anal. You have to.
But all I'm saying is like, so therefore I know that they've had intercourse.
Yeah, of course.
I don't need to know about anything more than that.
Yeah.
He consistently talks about Pound Town, though, so he's devouring it.
But that's just a metaphor.
Pound Town?
That's just a style.
But Pound Town means it's like some rough, some real diabolical strokes.
Well,
And-
they don't have to do that anymore. They already got 2 kids.
Yeah.
yeah.
He got a vasectomy,
Yeah, that's true.
I think.
Pound Town.
I don't
Yo,
know.
he also got a pair of Timbs.
Does he?
Josh, yeah.
You better
Oh.
Worker man, boo.
You better put him up on Depop. You live out in California now. You don't need that shit anymore.
Do you wear them when you're plumbing?
I just don't have any. I had some in New York because it was snow.
I was talking to Josh.
No, honestly, I've had them and they've been in a box for the last 4 years. I've
Yeah,
had
you
no
can't-
excuse to wear the Timbs.
Good.
You can't wear them out
good
here unless
answer,
you're
good
making a
answer.
fashion statement. I've worn Timbs in LA just
Really?
because I had to get them off.
You just
I have
Had
to
to
wear
get
'em.
fresh?
Yeah, like I want to wear Timbs, and it's like we don't have Tim weather, so it's like you know what?
all right. So, but okay, back to Freaknik.
Yeah.
This TikTok of this woman that's going viral. She's basically talking about like, yeah, like when the cameras would come out, I wouldn't be showing myself or whatever. I would hide from the camera when the cameras would come out.
Avoid it.
But think about that reality that this chick might be like 45, a couple of kids, she got a job, whatever. She in a boring ass relationship, and then this documentary is going to come out where they are going to show her getting her ass fingered by a bunch of Crips. Actually, no, it's in Atlanta, so in the
They
'90s.
got
So
a bunch of goddamn shorties.
bunch of dudes. Who knows what they're doing? And just the fact that might be then exposed to the world, like this documentary might really be like a Holocaust for a lot of these women.
Yeah.
Like thousands of women's lives were ruined.
It might bring them back. They might start the OnlyFans after the shit. You
But
never
they're
know.
45 now. They don't look like they did in the documentary.
FBG Duck, mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got a
And
problem
she
with
made
that
racks,
too.
though. She
man.
made like 20 racks, though, her first month.
that's
think
what I'm
so?
like. That's
She showed it. Yeah.
That's
20,000 her
sad.
first month.
That's disgusting.
No, I'm sorry. I just- yeah, like-
Like that's sad.
I can't hear about that without thinking about the fact of how I would feel if it was my mom. That like, and obviously people are thinking, oh, you do porn and you got a kid. Yeah, but like, I'm doing this in like the prime of my life.
Yeah.
39. I don't know if it's the prime of my life. My girl, at least,
Yeah.
during the prime of her
Yeah.
life. If you like, your son blows up, becomes a rapper, gets killed, and then you decide to use that moment to make
to
the
make
OnlyFans.
an OnlyFans, that's crazy to me.
I just like want to act like it didn't happen. I want to act like this doesn't exist because that's
Yeah.
just not. It doesn't seem right.
It's like when she said it, she like, I can do it. I won't. I'm grown. I'm like, it's besides, like, come on, man. You giving the ops more fuel, bro. I feel like you're giving the ops more fuel and you're making a fool out of your son because it's like, just take the royalties. You can't be
At least
making.
you're not fucking yet, though.
I don't know what he makes in royalties, but he's dead. So most people like their streams go up after they die.
Yeah.
So it's just like take the distro kid and veer away from.
But that is the wild thing about her in general is that never have I ever really seen like a rapper get killed and then their mom just really starts doing like all the interviews and everything like that.
Yeah.
Now I seen it a little bit. I watched like Tuka's mom and Say Cheese and stuff, but she's more like quiet and kind of like you feel like, oh, she's doing one interview, but she's not really trying to make this her thing.
Yeah.
Whereas his mom is like fully like doing media, everything, and that's great, good for her because she got a lot of important shit to say. But as soon as I heard about the OnlyFans, I was a little disturbed.
So you ain't check it out.
No, not at
So
all.
Freaknik.
It's just not for me.
I wonder if Hulu accepted it after. Well, I don't know, but they just had a scene for Freaknik and BMF. Did you guys watch BMF?
I gotta watch that
No.
still.
You don't watch BMF? Yeah. So the end of it was them finally going down to Atlanta because they've been in Detroit for 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So they go down to Atlanta and they doing shit and they get into like a standoff / fight at Freaknik and all the. So I'm like, are they introducing Freaknik because You know what I'm saying? 50 just entered. I wonder who's behind the documentary.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it makes sense. It's like
But it'll be on
obvious
Stars
shit.
if 50 was behind the documentary.
They should have been talking about Freaknik like in popular culture way more for like the last 20
I feel
years.
like, well, Big Bank and all of them finally got a platform, like with the Big Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like,
But they're producing it or something?
I don't know. I'm eager to find out who
Yeah,
the
me
hell's
too.
behind it because I feel like 21 just had a Freaknik birthday party this year. We were just at the Underground Atlanta.
Could
It's
you
like
imagine
downtown.
Freaknik happening now? Because I could not. I keep trying to think about how it would play out, and I don't think it would be possible in this day and age.
Nah.
It was
Because
easy.
I think
even
it'd
though
be
women
dead
are
bodies everywhere.
women are more sexually liberated now for sure, but I feel like that doesn't really matter. What the main problem is that people just weren't documenting shit that relentlessly back in the day.
No, Freaknik can never happen. Girls Gone Wild will never happen. Spring
Yeah.
Break will never be the same. All of that, you had to be there. Like, I was mad at Spring Break when I finally got to Spring Break. All the years I've been jacking off to, like, fucking Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't go
Breaks
till
and
what
all that.
year?
I didn't get to Spring Break till, what, 05? It still was
Oh, that's
lit.
early though.
But
Yeah.
I was 17, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
still
early because, like, to me, when shit becomes ruined is like 2012 when everybody has an
Yeah.
iPhone. Is World Star that
Yeah.
ruined the world?
But it wasn't like
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, I'm about to go down here and white chicks. I get to fuck a white chick, a crazy ass white. I still did it. You know what I'm saying? I finally, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you were just on the hunt,
well, I grew up in LA, so it wasn't my first.
right?
It wasn't my first white body.
Yeah.
But it was like the first white, like coke and fucking liquor.
Verb
Yeah.
I mean, all right. This is the thing too: is that in this modern age, I feel like a lot of that Freaknik footage that people are just going to be laughing at and having a good time watching. Let's be real. A lot of those girls were probably blackout drunk.
For sure. They might not even remember that shit.
They definitely didn't like
They
agree
wrote it
to be
off.
on camera.
They wrote it off years ago.
They forgot about it forever
Yeah,
ago.
for
Yeah, that's
sure.
why that
For sure.
TikTok of the auntie was so crazy is because it's like, oh, this is what it looks like to realize that your whole life might be about to change. Even though realistically, you don't look nothing like the way you looked 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That shit 94,
So it was like
30 years ago.
It was like a clout chase. It was like,
You could tell though.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man, they about to show me what I was.
She probably gets like 200 views on TikTok and didn't realize that it was going to get put on Twitter and have millions of people see it.
Yeah, so
I
now
wonder if
Can
she
you
has some good
imagine?
follow-ups.
Like your mom being blasted in like a freaking Hulu series for being a whore back then.
I mean, imagine just finding out
Oh, my
about your
God,
mom's
bro.
sex life that way.
Damn, bro.
Okay, well, like if your mom has 6 kids, she's a freak.
Well, what if they're all with the same guy?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Nah. If they're all with the
If
same
they're
guy, I
all with the
respect-
same guy, nah, that's a
Yeah.
family. That's a family. That's a family.
But if she has 6 kids with
I've
6 different
never-
dudes, she probably has like
where
80 bodies, right?
Where I'm from, you rarely see the mom with 6 kids by the same guy.
Yeah, I believe.
I'm from No Daddyville, so yeah. It's
So how many
sad.
kids you got?
I got 4,
4. How many moms?
3.
Okay.
God damn. Oh, you been busy.
Yeah, you have.
I mean, when you get golden nut, you don't let it go. So it's like once they get the golden nut and want to hold on to the
Wait,
name, like
So you're
something-
saying that you bust a
Golden
nut
nut.
in a chicken, they just hold on to it and they make sure
what
that
I'm
they
saying
administer
is
it?
I've never seen a female agree with abortion for me.
Oh. 'Cause they
Oh.
know that it's a come up.
I feel like, I feel that they're like, this is as good as it gets in the hood. I got a Bricc Baby.
Don't never happened to me, man. I got
Yeah.
beige nut.
They're
If you
dying to
got
get rid of
golden
your
butt-
kids?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's normally their idea.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
don't
nah.
want to like talk about abortions too much, but it's like, hey, we not together. Like, what the fuck did that mean? I don't need you. I'm like, hey, well, look, you do what you got to do, but the best bet for you, like, not my, I don't want to talk about, but not all my baby mamas, like the first and last I was with. But I have 2 by the middle one that I never was with.
Right.
They got you on child support or no? Damn, which one got you on child support? And for how
Just
much
one.
they hit you for?
This one, well, they can't get anything. I'm too smart for that.
Is that shameful to be on child support? Because in
No,
an
'cause-
ideal
no,
world,
no,
you'd
no.
just be giving it to her.
No, it's funny because I was giving it to her. You get what I'm saying?
And then she
I'm
still did it?
giving Yeah. Like, you just played yourself. Now I'm giving you what's on that paper.
Right.
Damn.
So,
yeah.
How much does
but
child
I take
support
care
end
of
up
my
being, though?
kid.
Is it a percentage of your income?
Yeah, when you can prove income.
Because me and my girl are
Dope boy.
me and my girl are doing all the prenup shit right now, right?
Oh, really?
Like hustling to get the prenup done before we get married in like a month or whatever. And it's like, I know people hear like prenup and they're like, oh, like you guys must be going to war or whatever. This is the thing. We lived together for like 4+ years. So it's like we actually need a prenup. Like a prenup will benefit me because the fucking rules, you would not believe when you get married.
They drag you out.
The person who makes more, like this is a super back of the napkin version, but like one of the things that my lawyer was telling me is that the person who makes more, in a lot of circumstances, might have to give like 40% of their income to the person that they were married for.
That's insane.
So me and her both agree that that's
Kobe,
insane.
my nigga, I hated had to be him.
And so, yeah, I mean,
wasn't
just
with
going
the
through it, it's fucking
But
wild.
brought that
'Cause
first, though?
They'll
gym with
scare
you
the
shooting,
piss.
though.
It was just like from day one. It's like, oh, we gotta do a prenup.
You got to
Yeah.
keep her, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, listen. Because a woman who can say, listen, yes, a prenup, bro, let's do it.
yeah, right.
She either knows that she has a plan to be, I'm talking about just stupid rich, like I'm talking about like hundreds of millions, or she's, a fair woman.
Seems fair.
That's pretty damn fair.
But we have a think about our prenup. Like we have to, like shit. Like yo, her lawyer said some crazy shit to her. She's like, well, what if like down the road Adam says like, oh, I was in your YouTube thumbnail, so therefore I deserve part ownership of your YouTube channel? Or what if you do that to him? Like, oh, I was in all these YouTube thumbnails and I've been on your channel, so therefore, like,
Wait,
because you
yeah.
couldn't say that because
course
you
not.
work here, but her as like a unpaid person who was in a lot of these videos, maybe she would be able to say that. Like, they just put so many fucking crazy things in your brain that you never would have thought of.
You see how Bad Buddy's girl is trying to get a 40-piece. She got a DM asking for a 40
million?
Yeah.
For what?
For a voicemail.
background
Yeah.
vocals.
Oh, yeah, I seen
background
that.
vocals on a song. Like,
But wait,
girl,
you don't own
40?
like
40
own
mil
a
for
portion
bags?
of
My
Atlanta's
DM
channel?
asking for a 40.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's crazy right there.
Bro, listen, but bro, like 40 million, like to me for like a snippet, like she's probably not gonna get it.
They
But
always ask for the craziest amounts, and it always gets
Yeah.
whittled down. The whole thing though is like, why would you be Bad Bunny using an uncleared, piece of audio like that without thinking about that? Like, to me, that seems kind of obvious. But to be fair, like rappers and musicians do that shit all the time. Always using
Use it
random
twice,
ass
though,
voice
right?
notes.
right?
He used it twice.
Yeah, first time they was together.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the second time it was like a post breakup type of like, yo, I'm like single now, right? So like she had no issues when they were together.
Uh-huh.
Now they're not together. She want to sue for him using it
It's
when they
the
were
Kylie
together.
work. Kylie.
Who?
He's with Kylie now.
Yeah.
It's Kylie got her like, oh no.
Wait, that's
Nah,
real?
nah,
Not
it's
Kendall.
Kendall.
He's dating Kendall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's beefing now with, bro, I couldn't stand that shit, right? So like, and he starts like fucking Kendall, and then like 3 days later, and he's dropping songs dissing Devin Booker.
Yeah.
fuck is
for
that?
Sure. For sure.
And
He said that
yeah.
Puerto Rico's hot is way hotter than the Phoenix.
Yeah.
sun.
It sounds like a basketball player. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
But
he
A
played for
real
the-
famous. I'm talking about like he's
number
like a top 5
one
player
on the
right now.
Suns. He's the shit.
I thought Bad Baby didn't even speak English.
I thought
He
so
doesn't.
too.
How the fuck is he dating her? They got a translator?
Oh yeah, that's
That's
true.
stupid. That's stupid as hell.
What the fuck? Like, how? Like, not really though. How does that work?
Imagine being that hot.
He talks English.
You can just like fuck an English
He-
bitch
he-
just off of looks.
He talks a little English.
Yeah,
He
but it's
probably
gotta be
got
rough.
boys
He has to,
keep
right?
yeah.
From my experience, I had this girl in Russia that I met, right? And then we like when I met her, we were hanging out for like a
I've
week straight.
definitely banged something that don't talk English.
Yeah,
Plenty
but
times.
so we spent a week together, right? And it's like it's all right. Like we're hanging out at night a bit and everything, and her English is shit, but it's like we're kind of making it happen.
Yeah.
But then I got sick of talking to her after we finished hanging out or whatever. So I go back to America. I stopped talking to her. And then I have to go to a BMX contest in Estonia. So I pull up to Estonia. Surprise, she's there. She wants to hang out. So we keep kicking it and stuff, but we actually have like real time to be around each other. And that was when I realized how impossible it would be for me to date a girl that doesn't have like a full grasp on the English language, because it was just so hard getting through the conversations
All
after
you-
like a day.
All you can do is fuck.
Yeah, no,
It's
really.
like- it's
and
like-
drink. You get drunk and then you can like just look into each other's eyes and it's
then
fun,
you just
right?
Pull it out like fuck it.
Pull it
Did you
He's
see
Puerto
the
Rican,
fucking?
though,
Did you
right?
see the fucking Tesla worker that fucking asked for like? What he asked for like 100? He won like 130 million
Oh
from
yeah, I seen
Tesla.
that, and it got whittled down to 3.
Yeah, when you were talking about
played
whittling, well, he played himself again because they offered the 15. Like, my boy,
Bro,
we
take
got
it.
15 for you. He's like, fuck that, I want my 100.
Right.
And he got 3.5.
She went to some of the best private schools in the country. Maybe she speaks Spanish, right? They probably teach you all kinds of languages.
That's what I'm
right?
about to say.
Yeah.
We're from LA. We speak a little.
He knows English though, bro. Like he's Puerto Rican. Like he's not like a
that's what I'm
Mexican.
like.
But you never seen him do an interview in
Oh.
American, right? Yo,
What
shut
the
up.
fuck?
You're not like a Mexican.
God damn.
Puerto Ricans are like Americans.
No.
Like they know English.
No, they're
Nah,
not.
why would they?
They're Spanish like a motherfucker.
They're-
Have you
Puerto
been to
Rico
Puerto
is
Rico?
an
territory.
American territory.
We-
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
an
that
Ameri-
is.
yeah, but they don't speak
that's 'cause
English,
we
right?
snatched their shit up.
They might be taught English in school.
Yeah,
too.
come on now, bro.
No,
like how you
they're
not
not.
taught English?
They're not taught English because all of
And
them
they're
only
US
speak
citizens.
Spanish.
You ever been
Like
to New
some
York?
of them, the only ones that talk English are the fucking ones that work in the tourist area.
Yeah, right.
I've never been to like the cut in Puerto Rico and they understood me.
I've been to a million countries, and it's always like people who work in like tourist areas will speak English and stuff, and then the people that live in the countryside, fuck no, they don't
hell
speak
no.
English.
They don't give a fuck. You gotta go to La Perla.
What?
I bet she speaks
You ever been to
Spanish,
La
though.
Perla?
What the fuck is
Yeah.
that?
That's like the hood out there, the side where you like it's like cut off. The police don't go, nobody goes. It's a
How you
lot of
say it?
drug dens. La Perla.
Just making sure. Yo, what the fuck? My fault. I didn't know you was gonna keep the accent
Yeah,
going,
La
bro. That's-
Perla.
I'm
But
not even sure. how
I
you
can't
say
roll
it
an
now.
R.
Yeah, I don't.
Nah. Ooh, see, I can't even do that.
Rico.
I could not say like La Perla. It would not work at all.
I can't whistle, so like I feel like that's like a great like trade off.
I basically can't whistle either.
damn, you can't do nothing with your mouth.
No.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hey yo, pause. Come on now, bro.
Wow. Nah, though, like I don't know. It never really worked for me.
Crazy thing
And
is-
I could snap this finger.
Yeah.
This one doesn't work.
Nah.
Like if I do it enough, I can kind of start to get the noise.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, this one, can work.
I don't know why. Like this finger just slips right off, and this finger does it. And I'm right-handed, so like why would it work with my?
Yeah. As a kid though,
I got nerve damage. There's no way I'm snapping this one.
You got shot in the hand?
Neck.
Neck.
yes. Yo, I used to be jealous as fuck that I couldn't do this like the woo, you know, right? You know what I mean?
Harass
The-
women on the street.
Yes, that one. Yeah. Yes, that man. Oh,
That's
can you
vintage
imagine?
harassment, like much way back, but nobody whistles like that.
As a power right there, though, right? Imagine being able to do that while hot chick walk by. Bruh,
What?
I don't want to.
bruh, that's
That's
full
so
proof.
corny.
I don't. No, I don't think it is.
I think they
Yeah.
run from that shit.
Oh yeah, dude. The
Yeah.
catcalling shit. That
Yeah,
shit don't
like
work.
they run from that.
The dudes who do it know it doesn't work. They're
Yeah.
just doing it to make her feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Don't you
If
think?
you're ugly,
They're doing it because they know they get no
Right?
pussy. It's like
Yeah.
the no pussy call.
But it's almost impossible for me to imagine like a male model who's just like blowing his
Yeah.
fucking fingers at some chick. It's just like
licking his lips.
it's strictly the property of dudes who are not attractive, right? Like you wouldn't do that if you were
Yeah,
like really
for
a
sure.
pussy slayer. I don't think.
I just found out I'm not attractive. That's crazy.
Well, we all knew for a while, but all right. As long as we're slamming you, let me slam you. Pause.
Yeah.
Flakko,
What's up, man? Speak to me.
were you actually watching the UFC fight live on Saturday?
I watched the second round.
Okay. Your review of the fucking the Izzy fight
Yeah,
was
last
like
minute.
one of the craziest things I ever seen because you showed up in the group chat and you informed us because I'm fully invested in it. I don't know that many UFC fighters in real life, but I know Izzy, so I'm watching this fight. I'm so hyped. I just want to see him get this W. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, my girl's like putting the diaper on my kid. She's about to go to sleep, and I got the phone on pay-per-view like this. So I'm like watching it while we're like, I'm trying to like pretend I'm a good
kinda
dad and
shit,
shit. And I'm about to like because Izzy got whacked a couple of times. That he like covered up and got punched a few times, but then fucking all of a sudden he just comes with a flurry and just knocks his motherfucker out cold. And I'm just so happy. I'm telling my girl like, oh my god, he just won. It feels so good because I was about to have to tell her that he lost because he was just getting unloaded on.
Yeah.
And then I see the text from Flakko saying that fight was so rigged. That shit was fake.
Oh shit!
What are you talking about? And then he gets 600,000 views.
750 right now.
Oh my god, the algorithm rewards your bizarre conspiracy theory, bro. This is insane.
Hear me out though, right? Look, so now we can all admit, okay, that was an unusual way of like how that knockout happened, right? Look,
Rocky Balboa.
right? Look, right? And he's being unloaded on, right? And then he like swings with this hand, you know, he misses, and then swung. I'm talking about like really quickly. Don't look like he got too much impact or like momentum, right?
It only takes 8 pounds.
Yeah, right?
It really feels like you've never watched a UFC fight before. He gets hit a couple times. He's covering up.
Yeah.
And then he swings. He hits him one time in the head. He the momentum bounces him off the fence, and he hits him one more time perfectly on the side of the fucking head and knocks him out cold. And then one more hammer punch.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It was beautiful.
Oh no! And Alex fell, and he came down and on his shoulders and never touched his head.
because the fight was already over.
I mean,
when he went down,
yeah, it got broken
the
up
ref
the
is
second he hit the ground.
If the ref is reaching for you and you still like try to clobber, it's like it's like respect.
I just feel like
if the ref is already doing this, he probably hit the shoulder.
It's good to have some unique takes, but it's like if nobody in the MMA world is saying this or thinks this, it's like maybe you should check yourself for a second and be like, maybe not.
Fuck that. They just got
right?
WWE and UFC's the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah, he's
riding
taking
with Flak.
advantage of that, yeah.
I'm riding with Flak.
He's predicting the future.
If you watch that though, right? Again, like we done seen some. I'm talking about just flush, impactful punches. Like bro, he's out cold. The punch that Izzy gave him, like you really can't say, oh my god, but that punch knocked him out flush cold. You feel me?
You want to see it? I don't know if we're gonna be able to find it because they're supposed to
The
have to pay
knockout
for
punch.
it.
It's a highlight.
Yeah, let's bring it up.
Right? Hey, watch this.
Wait, so
And while we're doing that, let me just say, the MLB is finally back in full swing, and MyBookie is going to be your one-stop shop for all your betting needs. With a wide range of betting options, including money lines, run lines, total, and futures, MyBookie gives you plenty of ways to bet on your favorite teams and players. You can also take advantage of a brand new MyBookie money bag, which gives you the chance to secure a bet on your favorite team or player at insanely boosted odds. Sign up today at MyBookie and use promo code NOJUMPER, one word, to secure a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. It's simple. You deposit $200 and you play with $300 instantly. Just use promo code NOJUMPER to claim your bonus. So if you're a baseball fan looking to add even more excitement to the new season, look no further than MyBookie. Sign up now and get ready to experience the thrill of baseball betting like never before. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
While Josh pulling, right? So let me just plead my case again. Now, when he hits him, right? I'm talking about with a pillow cake, soft ass punch, right?
What are you talking about? The
Dude
punch was
falls
enough
down.
to knock him out. He
Right?
did
Bro.
plenty.
A pillowcase.
Dude falls down right now.
Dude,
And look at it. Look at how he contacted his
Dude,
chin and not
these jabs that they throw are high velocity.
What are you doing?
It
Go
doesn't
back.
have to look.
I've watched 1,000 UFC
bitches.
fights, right? And again, like like a
What are you
elite
talking about?
fighter, unique instincts says, yo, listen, when that motherfucker go down, I'm coming down and landing on like his fucking face, right? And Izzy knew to just land on like his chest. He just said, you know what?
So you're still claiming that you think that
Right-
this was
right
fake?
Before that, try that last minute. Right
Whatever
there.
you're playing is not it.
Yeah, like,
so
what's the
I don't
head
know
job?
why you're
Is
playing.
this not even the fight?
It's like a bunch of screenshots and a bunch of old fight clips. It's
Or just go to like
we
just
don't.
go,
Why do we need
It's
to see
cool.
it? Come on.
Nah,
yeah,
it's
okay,
cool.
yeah,
I just wanted to see what he was talking about.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh
Yeah,
my
no,
God.
it's
well,
good.
I don't know
No,
if we're
it's
gonna be able to
good.
find it
It's
because
good.
it's
No,
not on
good.
YouTube. Like that
On
thing.
to
you
Twitter.
just-
the next. It's on to the next. I
Yeah.
just was trying to show him that these jabs and these quick ass punches are high velocity. Like
yeah.
you would think that the boy that Javantra's about to fight doesn't have a knockout. The way he throw that motherfucker so fast and the nigga go down. What's his name? Ryan Garcia.
Wait, so Flakko, you think you could take one of these punches from Izzy?
Yeah.
now look, now like
Look at that. It took me 2 seconds on Twitter.
look. Watch that.
Josh is
What
blaming
are
it on
you
Twitter.
talking about?
Hey,
That was an overhand right.
listen. If only and I seen it and then maybe I'm wrong. You
No,
feel
it's
me?
not a maybe. It's a 100%
That was a
you are wrong.
overhand
Yeah,
right,
hey.
bro. Listen.
You think you could take one of those?
Oh, and it was a chin shot before that. And he hit the chin with a little baby uppercut on the way down.
I'm African, so like I wanted for Izzy to win. I'm glad I'm an Izzy fan. I'm just saying,
Don't
right?
let your nationalism cloud things here.
I was about to say you
But
can't
do
do
you
that.
think you
can't
could take one of those punches?
That punch, yes.
You can't pull your in card
Right?
now.
You think you could take that punch? I'm going to be honest with you. You need to be less confident.
Yeah,
Because
facts,
your
of course.
opinion on this is insane, and the fact that you think that you could take one punch from him is also insane.
One regular punch, no. But like that particular punch right there.
That
yeah.
one? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Can we set it up?
Nah.
All right.
Yeah, you're really making me question your
That's how
sanity here. This is
because you know him, right?
Yeah, and I tagged him on my story and told him like, how do you feel about this dude getting
And he said,
600,000
who?
views? And he just goes, who?
Bruh.
We got
I
3
love
letters
Izzy
out of
too,
him.
man. You feel me? Like I love Izzy, so that was kind of a.
I want to set the overhead right up for you.
Yeah.
I want to see if you could take the overhead right
I need to
without
see that.
going out.
There
to
might
the
have never
temple.
been anybody that I've seen in my life who was more committed to like being first, more so than being correct.
Yeah.
Like your commitment to just like
Be
making a video is so much stronger than your commitment to being correct or like caring about if
That's
this
why
thing is
the world loves
demonstrably true.
Flakko.
No, right. So look,
Is that
That's
why?
why
look,
everybody
right.
love you.
Look, right. So look, I feel like for
Being
that
the
particular
bullshit
thing,
black.
right. When I just watched it, I just felt this rush of, bro, this is some bullshit, and just had to like just get it out. And then once I got it out, I'm like, well, this is not beneficial. Well,
You made a video. It's got to
Yeah.
take a little bit to make a video.
Well-
I'm sure during that time you read plenty of comments and like realized that nobody agreed with you.
well, I downloaded a video and then made like a 2-minute video on it, which it was 3 minutes, and listen, it did not pay off well because it was like 12,000 comments roasting me. You feel me?
Fucking
And telling me how
ugly.
fucking stupid I am. But I made 2,500, so.
Hey,
See,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
know that that's what it was about.
Right.
We know.
Nah.
We know why you did it.
hey,
What you mean?
You did it for money. You knew you were wrong, and you did it
I was
anyway.
wrong, man.
It's like you're running like a parody account, but it's actually under your own name, and you just don't care.
Yeah, man.
look, shock effect, right?
You don't care.
No, again, I definitely do care in terms of like if it's actual something that can be verified or facts. But if it's just an opinion piece and people just don't like my opinion, then it's kind of like
So you feel like it was rigged? You going with that?
Again, I would never disrespect, I guess, Izzy and Dana White by saying that it was 100% rigged. But
But I will make a video proclaiming that to the world, and not take it down once it's proved to be false.
it's sus,
It's
right? You feel me? Again, that may be like one of the few instances where where
Say-
cloud
say-
chasing can
Say men,
One
men.
of the few instances, like
Right?
cloud chasing in general is kind
men
of a
can be
pejorative
wrong
term, right?
sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We're entitled to being wrong.
Here, listen, right? So look, if they can prove some way, somehow that is 100% not rigged, then yeah, of course,
How would they ever prove such a thing? The fact that this guy was laying knocked out in the middle of the fucking ring, his kid is crying in the audience. And look,
Oh, yeah, I
look
see
at
the kid
us
crying.
talking about this dumb shit instead of talking about real shit. Like the fact that, so basically, Izzy had been knocked out at least once by this dude before, right? And
Yeah.
so this was their third. Or what was it? He fought him in kickboxing twice and then
before.
once in the UFC, right?
Yeah,
so this is his 4th time running into him.
Yeah.
And so I guess last time when Izzy got knocked out, this dude's son laid down on the ground next to him and made fun of him in the ring.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
he did
then
that shit.
when Izzy won, the first thing he does is
Go to the
he
side.
unloads 3 imaginary fucking arrows into the body, and then he goes and he finds the kid, the son in the crowd, who it looked like he was like 10 years old or something. He looked
Yeah,
like a
with
little ass kid,
That's fucked up.
and he just fucking points at him and fucking boom, like drops his shit
The
down.
kid starts crying
The
and
kid
shit.
is crying. The
No,
kid's
you
jumping
didn't
out of
see-
his fucking seat.
You didn't see he
That's
did
fucked
the,
up.
He
did that too?
slid it in. He went like this and went down. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
he's sick for doing that to the kid.
Yo, I feel like when I saw that the speech he gave after that too, I was like, this is what Izzy needs to do to like really be a star, because he has like more wins than almost any other champion in the UFC.
Yeah.
He's so young, he's cool, he's like, he looks cool on camera and stuff, but I feel like the mainstream audience hasn't like connected to him in the same way because he's from fucking New Zealand.
So, how many years of UFC do you have before your brain dead?
It's all over the place. Usually by the end of your career,
Chuck
you can
Liddell, right?
observe some kind of damage having been done. Yeah, but the older fighters have it worse too because they were getting knocked out more.
Yeah.
Shit was a little more wild.
Yeah, it
right?
was a little bit more vicious, but
Now it's like
wasn't
they're
rules
so good at covering up and stuff, but you're still gonna get knocked out a bunch of times realistically.
for sure. And
He needs John Jones though.
you're catching kicks and knees to the chin, your hooks, it's elbows.
Yeah, but the thing with John Jones is that
Choking you consistently.
John Jones has had so many long stretches of not fighting due to his like out of the ring behavior.
Of course.
When you look at Izzy, it's like he's just been a class act this whole time. I mean, he
Yeah,
might
like-
talk some shit and everything, but he's not like getting into trouble. So he's been able to
that touched
consistently
him.
fight
That
over
shit
and over and
touched
over.
him when
Need
that
that fight,
kid
though.
dropped next to him while he was knocked out.
Who?
He must
That
have heard
shit
about it
touched-
after
yeah,
the
it's-
fact because he was out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He watched it.
Yeah.
He probably watched it like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck that kid.
Oh
up.
yeah.
Like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck his dad up, and then I'm going straight to him. Like, that was planned. Like, if I win,
That's how you gotta do it.
he already knew where the kid was at. Mind you, he probably seen him the whole time. Kid probably been talking shit. Fuck you, Izzy.
And because Izzy used to always be doing that shit where he would pretend to like dig the grave and bury him or whatever, but now he switched his shit up and just unloaded the arrows into the lifeless body in front of him, right?
Man, fuck that kid.
Nah, man. Nah, listen, like, again, like, we can say this, bro. Like, the kid was fucked up. Like, you don't, like, taunt a kid, bro.
Yes, you
Especially
do.
after, like, right? Like, again, the kid is, like, 10 years old, bro.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have got in grown folks' business.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
right?
Don't
He
do it.
shouldn't
Nah,
have
come on,
started
bro.
that shit.
Because to me, yeah, like, why is the kid even in the ring while someone
Yeah.
is
Oh, yeah.
unconscious?
Yeah.
That's inappropriate, don't you think? I don't
Yeah.
think the UFC is letting that happen.
No.
But then also, like, if you want to joke around about it and shit, why can't he fuck with you back? Now, I agree. If this was like any other line of work, I would totally probably agree. But it being a cage fighting situation, I'm kind of like, you know, fuck it. Yeah.
He's tough.
Yeah.
He was
you're
tough enough
Alex,
to
though,
drop next to me
like-
while I was dead.
Right? Listen, if you're Alex, like you have to legit just kill Izzy like the next battle, right? Because if you lose again and that man taunted your kid, it's like how can your kid and even respect you, right? Because if your kid watches, Pops, and you know, and he taught me, and like he fucked me up, and then he comes back in a ring, fucks you up again, and then taunts your kid again, you have to kill Izzy at that point, right?
No.
Nah,
What
Not,
the
Yeah.
fuck?
literally.
No.
But see, does Izzy have kids?
Nah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Nah, no kid at all.
Because my son would have been fucked that little boy up. And my son ain't going for that shit.
Ah.
I seen it in family
His
arguments.
villain arc
and
story,
all.
right?
Like, I could argue with one of my cousins and be about to fight, and he'd be like right on my hip. Like, I'm
Wait.
like, what the fuck?
He
You're
wants to
a
fight.
kid.
How old is he?
He's just turned 10.
10. And he's ready to fight for you?
Bro, I don't understand it. Like, all right, so my nephew's like 19, right? So I had him with me. He like got behavior problems. You know what I'm saying? One of those badass little kids.
Right.
Like, he 19 now, but he don't listen. So he thought he was some type of. He played football. So when I came home, he was like kept challenging me. So one day I grabbed his little ass, like, come here, little nigga. Like, I'm like, come on, let's go outside there. Nigga, you want to fight? He like, nigga, you old, nigga, you can't. I'm like, come on, nigga. I grab him. I'm like, come on, let's go outside there, nigga. So when we go outside, the first person off the porch is my son. Like, you better stop trying this. Woo. I'm like, get your dumb ass in the house. I'm like, what the fuck? Where are you getting this from? Because mind you, he don't be around me with the hurrah shit. Like, he
So you don't
doesn't
know
see
that side of you?
He doesn't even know that. Like, it's just like natural. His mom is a little crazy, but it's like natural for him. I'm like, and it's like different times, like when I go outside and he'll see something on my face, he'll be trying to like creep out with me. Like, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Having a 10-year-old boy is crazy because if this was like olden times, he would already be a full-fledged like worker, you know?
Yeah.
He would
Yeah.
be working on the farm all day and stuff. Like you could get labor out of him, which is like, that's a totally different
Yeah.
standpoint. My kid, she's 2.5. It's like, it's all labor on my part. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing that she's going to do that's like useful around the house. She just destroys
Oh yeah,
shit.
he's the trash
When
demon.
do chore starts though? Like chore starts at when 5?
Oh
mean,
yeah,
she'll help a little bit.
Chores start. He has chores.
Yeah.
He's the trash man for sure.
Yo, speaking of olden times, did you know that Kris Jenner squirts?
Yeah.
Where do you ascertain this
I
information?
tell
She
you-
said it herself, bro. That
Howie
pussy-
Mandel was the one who asked, which was, bro, it's such a weird, just random ass clip. Like
What
Kris
did he
Jenner
squirt
saying,
diarrhea out his ass. I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out what
No,
squirting
her
got.
pussy squirt.
Yeah.
Kris Jenner got good pussy.
Oh,
How we met that was
Chris.
asking, yeah.
I'm thinking you said Caitlyn. I'm
No.
like,
Oh,
whoa.
nah, nigga.
That's a
nah,
different
nah,
trans
Bruce.
surgery.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was,
That makes you
like,
squirt.
whoa, what the fuck?
Nigga talking about
Hey,
Bruce Jenner.
Howie Mandel
Yeah.
got her to admit that.
Yeah.
Can we
She
play
squirt-
that? Can we look for this clip?
While his daughter was right next to him, too.
I believe-
Which
I
is a weird
believe-
clip. Yeah, it's a
I
weird clip.
believe Chris might got some lube down there.
Nah, she don't need no lube.
Man,
I feel
she
like Chris got
no, I'm
some-
saying she got the natural lube.
Yeah,
She
I'm
might
sh-
got some lube down there. I ain't gonna
One
knock
time.
her.
I
She's
need
Consider
that.
it good pussy if
still-
she squirts. To me, squirting is kind of a liability. It's gonna soak your whole bed, bro.
Yeah, no, that's
You
good.
gotta
pussy.
change. She's
That's
changing
good. But
shit
if she squirts, I'm like nothing right then.
easily.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
It's the I can't go for too much. Like once she start yelling, once a girl starts talking dirty to me, it's over.
That'll get you.
Dead homies. It's a wrap.
I'm someone who
You say anything
has-
crazy.
Let's throw this up on the screen. I want to see this.
folding, I'm straightening, and then I'm in the kitchen and I'm, anything that I can get, I'm squirting with a product and, so
So you're a squirter.
I'm a squirter.
Oh my God, Dad.
yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
am.
Oh, is that
can
what
I
that
say?
is?
Well, I'm so glad we watched that so we could figure out that we were being lied to.
On Instagram, it's way better, man. I thought this bitch was a squirter.
She's
squirter.
just talking about cleaning shit.
Man.
Of course, we know she-
Motherfucking guy. Bro, but we have to try to care about the truth more because we could have got through that whole segment thinking that she really said that she was a squirter. Thank God we watched the
I
video.
bet she's still squirting.
Well,
You a liar.
Hell no.
in the like extensive clip, right?
I thought
And he
she
was
was-
like, "Well, we are all adults here," and then she responded back with kind of, like suggesting, it was the other thing as well.
So you're saying there's
Nah.
more that we missed.
That's how every girl lies on a pussy, and she's definitely lying if she's
Kris
talking about-
Jenner?
If she's saying that I still squirt, you telling a bold-faced lie.
I
You
know she
already been
squirt.
this menopause, like it stops half the juice. at
You
least.
know how much money she got?
You know she squirts.
I know she do, bro. She got to.
How many women have you discovered in your life who
Listen,
squirted that weren't
how
porn
many-
stars? For
how
me,
old
it's
is
like
she?
porn stars very consistently. Other women, almost none.
It's an accident. Like
Yeah.
if they do, it's an accident. You gotta
No,
fuck them
no,
real
it's
crazy.
not.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not.
listen, though that's people that know their body. Like a lot of people don't know their body like that. But listen, how old is Chris?
like 55, if I had to guess, or something.
need
Like
that.
60, right?
I
She
need
like
that.
65.
I need
65,
that.
really?
Nah,
How
hell
many
nah,
65-year-olds have you fucked?
One.
You fucked a 65-year-old?
Where'd you find her?
Yeah, what the
Christian
67.
Mingle.
67. She
It's
actually looks
67.
amazing for her age.
That's what I'm saying. So listen, bro.
Come on.
She squirted on you.
Yeah, every girl squirt.
So the grandma that you hit.
I got a
squirt.
curved dick. I ain't want to say nothing like that to you because you.
How long?
I ain't say I wasn't talking to you because you were
He
wild.
asked now.
You have a curvy dick that's like 4 foot. Sorry, 4 inches. Like it does nothing, right? But you have a curvy dick that's like 9 or 10. All right, now we're working with some
No, but
type
in
of.
theory, the inside of like the belly, like the reverse of the belly, is like
Yeah.
that's the orgasm part. So if your dick is curved up,
It
then you
has
could
to
be
be
rubbing
this-
that
it has
shit
to-
way
you
better
gotta
than
have a banana
in
in
theory.
Okay, sex scientist.
No.
I mean, that's what they talk about.
This nigga
Sex
got
guru.
this nigga got a curved ball. He don't got a banana, man.
Yeah,
This
come
nigga got
on,
a
man.
limp curve. You
Oh,
you
Touch
I
know,
don't
you
get
Olivia,
that.
that's it.
what they call that
I
shit?
give y'all a clue,
You got
especially
that
Flakko.
curved
Flakko
look.
don't be having no sex. You put the chick back, legs
Uh-huh.
back, right?
Yeah.
That's going to expose the G spot a little bit more, especially if you have a curved dick. If you don't, then put some pillows under the bitch back.
You just
You
gotta hold
make
it
the
back
bitch
up.
squirt.
I heard about the pillow
You
behind
just
the
hold
back.
it-
You
you
two
just hold
point
it
man,
up.
yeah.
I used to read
Imagine- actually,
GQ
I
articles
saw
about
that.
how to make girls come and
Yeah.
shit, and I was like
Yeah.
very
Pillow
young.
behind the back, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe
But you
it.
can't be fucking down once you
Put
put
me
the
on the
pillows
episode, bro. I
under. You
got you.
still gotta.
I don't want to
You
see
gotta
you
fuck
fuck.
straight.
What?
Yeah, I don't want to see
Plug
me
talk?
fucking either.
I'm not trying to see him fuck. I'm
Yo,
trying to
listen.
keep my businesses are very separate.
If Plug Talk can crock you down, bruh, that'll be crazy, bro. Listen, because Croc is now working like a regular job after fucking Kazumi. Like he says, you know what, bro? Like fuck content creation, bro. So if you hop on Plug Talk, bro, and like yo, like dick go soft, you like get embarrassed, got a small dick, bro. Your entire like a podcasting career is over with.
We'll put you on Plug Talk if you
What,
Well,
bro?
pull it out.
2 men, one girl.
If you hop on,
No
bro,
holds barred.
You
I'm
have to
good,
know how to
bro.
really fuck though, bro. Like if you hop on like again on Plugtalk and fucking let's say for example,
Only
Violent Myers.
plugtalk.com. Only
Yeah.
plugtalk.com,
Yeah,
guys.
right?
Okay, yeah, continue.
Bruh,
Yeah, only
It-
plugtalk.com.
if you get to fucking Violent Myers and you're like slow as fuck, small dick kid, man, bro, you won't be nigga, you won't be able to show your fucking face here again, bro. So please, bro, please don't do
Comments gonna be crazy.
This nigga's thinking about
This
himself
shit
fucking.
crazy.
nah, bro. Listen, right?
Comments gonna be crazy, man.
If I
You
go
gotta
on
stand on that.
onlyplugtalk.com, I'm going to fuck to completion.
Because you're now the underdog, right? So if you fuck Violent Myers, like we will just automatically hate you because you fucked her.
So
Show Adam
All
one
right.
of your videos in your phone real quick.
You got videos of you fuck. I don't want to like. I feel like I don't want to know him this well. Like that's a
Nah,
lot,
do it, man.
I got you, Flakko.
I had.
bro. I'm not
Yo,
gonna
this
lie.
nigga mad.
What?
I'm not gonna lie. There was a former No Jumper host
Mhm.
who at one point sent me a video of them fucking.
Lush.
I'm not gonna reveal any names. And I just looked at my phone. I shook my head. I was like, "What the fuck?"
So what this nigga was saying, like, yo, put me on or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Really?
Whoa.
Damn.
I'm gonna shoot my own
Did he have a
pornos.
little shrimp dick or not?
The weird thing about it is that he was like fucking a chick from behind, filming himself in the mirror. So it's not like
You can't
like
even
I could
see
see
the-
his face and his body, and I could see like her body, but I could
You
not.
could
The
see
thing
the
I couldn't
sex,
see was the
yeah.
thing that I would want to see if I was going to judge this, which is the dick.
Damn. That's a real bizarre relationship right there, man.
I didn't ask for this.
Oh, no, yeah,
I really
no.
kind of just like I was like, hell yeah, that's what's up. Like I forgot exactly what I said. I said like, hell yeah, that's dope.
Yo, who will
Fuck
feel?
yeah.
Yo,
You
who
do
will
got-
feel
you
that
got
comfortable?
those- You do have those empty answers. I can see you sending one of those back when you.
It's like when a fan
it
runs
doesn't
up on
concern
you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you need to interview this person again. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
bet,
fuck
yeah,
that,
cool.
yeah.
Fuck. I was like, yeah, that's your naked body. That's cool. Yeah,
That's your naked
Send me that.
body.
that's fire.
Now,
Okay,
like, I'm kind of interested.
yeah, I'll tell you off camera.
Okay.
All right. So let's talk. All right. Before we get into our main topic that we were saying that we were going to really dig into today, I want to talk about this. I saw Bricc Baby making some headlines.
Mm.
All right. First, I'll say this. One thing I liked about some of the previous hosts
Yeah.
was that they were like street related, but didn't really have problems with people. So it was like it never really became much of an issue, you know. It's like obviously we're talking about AD and T-Roll and shit,
Yeah.
but like they're from where they're from, but we never really had to like deal with it too much in the sense of like them not getting along with people or whatever.
It's
And
big
it's-
op.
Today I'm on Cam Capone and I see Bricc Baby referred to YG as an op lover. And just talking about a lot of stuff that I was kind of surprised. I'm like, okay, right now I remember. I'm dealing with somebody who's a little bit on the messier side of things. Okay, so how you feeling?
It's not even all right. So listen, bro. YG,
Maybe we should explain the whole premise of
Yeah.
why you even said this about YG in the first place too. Yeah.
Yeah, should I do that?
Sure.
Because it's like, all right, YG is my little bro. This is what people. It's like a heartache. It's not a beef. It's not a beef at all. He knows it's not a beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do nothing to you. You just moving wrong. So I like, because he doesn't want to hear it on the phone.
Mm.
Now I'm saying it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I could show DMs of me telling them before. Like, I got it right here. I could show anybody me telling them, like, hey, bro, you moving wrong out here. You out here with the people that crossed out Nipsey mural. Da, 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 da. I'm like, I love you. Woo, woo, right?
But not even like the literal people, like people from where they're from, or like the actual people who did it.
All of them be with him.
Mm.
Like, it might not have been just that dude, but it's the people that be with him. But then it's like, I don't want to talk about too much, but it's people that just beat cases with that against my homies, like what we know for sure did. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. But he might not know. But I'm telling him, like, look, you represent Nipsey at every Nipsey tribute. Like, by default, you are a default rolling 60. You get what I'm saying? By default, because you chose a brotherhood with him and it went for years. And I was like the bridge for this brotherhood. Like, you get what I'm saying? I bought YG over, like, and comfortably made the introduction. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so for you to be moving how you moving as a big bro, I could step in and say, hey, look, check it out. So he like, I'm gonna call you when I get off stage. I'm at this wooty whoop. Like, I got the shit right here. But mind you, he forgets to call. I wasn't mad. He forgets to call me because he needed this conversation, right?
Mhm.
The next month. This was November or October. The next month. I don't know what, because I don't know if he even has involvement with that situation. You get what I'm saying? But the next month, so-called, he was with some people that was, you get what I'm saying? So it's like
The
that
Draco
killed
situation.
Yeah,
Right.
you get what I'm saying? But I don't know what his involvement was. I'm not talking about
Right.
that. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Nobody knows.
So it's like, all right, I just told you was moving wrong. Now we got one of my homeboys gone due to that. And how would you feel if I did did that shit to one of your homeboys? You get what I'm saying?
Very bad.
So point blank period, what I'm telling you is when you step on stage at these fucking Grammys, at these fucking when you doing the star tribute and all that, you represent Nipsey. So how could you even feel comfortable going back to the people that saying fuck cuz and doing all this shit? And you know what I'm saying? Like, if you fuck with them, keep that in the hood. Don't publicly show that you fucking with them too. They all on your Instagram. They all on tour with you. They all on, like, come on, gang. What is you trying to say? What you saying? That's what I'm saying by him being an op level. Like, what are you saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like, because you giving all type of different vibes, gang.
Interesting.
Like, on some man-to-man shit. So it's like, all right, he's an op level. Like, obviously, like Rucci is cool. Rucci don't do no dissing or nothing. I seen him and Draco going back. I mean, him and somebody going back and forth about the Draco shit. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But Rucci ain't even that type of dude. You see Rucci be with Crips all the time. He with BG Perico, like, you know what I'm saying? YG and Rucci, I've been knowing about that. And he did live in Inglewood for a second. You get what I'm saying? But you got to learn how to separate that shit because you making a mockery out the set. And that's where I intervened. Like, Draco not from the set. So all that shit, that's what happened. I'm just mad at your decision. So it's not a beef because that's not a homie that's from my hood to where I could bring everybody in. Like, it's a personal, like, yeah, like.
But you think YG would be kicking it with those dudes if Nip was still alive?
Hell no. You wasn't kicking it with him when he was alive. Not out, because we was all out together. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know what's going on. You adding, but they not popping out like that. They ain't popping out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they doing, like, private shit and doing this, but it's like, you posting these niggas. Like, I don't know what your involvement is. Like, I've been knowing you. These niggas wasn't with you back then. So you went and got you some new friends and did what you did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. But understand that you playing both sides of the fence now. Like, it ain't nothing like that. Like, you a blood, do your thing. Like, motherfucker ain't trying to but you fucking with them people. Like, you know what I'm saying?
See, this has got nothing to do with me. But I appreciate the fact that you're willing to say this kind of shit. Because, like, a lot of you, it's very tempted to just sort of, like, not let your controversial opinions out there. But I appreciate the fact that you will actually, like, really say shit like this, knowing that it's kind of like an unpopular opinion. But
Yeah.
do you feel like you and YG are going to end up having a conversation about it, or you think it's kind of past that?
Nah, it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not a beef. The only thing we can do is talk about it. I had to go over the pros and cons. Like, you get what I'm saying? And it's really my little bro. Cuz just need to talk to it. Like, I'm a holler at Cuz. You get what I'm saying? Like, because what do I get out of beefing with a nigga that I really fuck with? You get what I'm saying? Like, a motherfucker I'd be hurt if he died. You get what I'm saying? So what do I get out of that? Like, a motherfucker older now. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, shit. Only thing I can do is make you understand where the fuck I'm coming from. Like, a nigga not even telling you don't fuck with them people. Like, but you doing it publicly, like, is making it look bad when you pop back up and still think that you could be around the homies. Like, you cannot do that. You can't.
There's certain levels that just can't be crossed.
Yeah, it can't. It can't be crossed. And then that's just me as your bro. Because then there's other motherfuckers that's just feeling how they feeling.
But do you feel like,
and if they crash, like, they not gonna crash none of Nipsey events. You
but
get
what
what I'm
do you
saying?
think
But if they
that
crash
his
out,
response would be? His response would be like, I fuck with who I fuck with. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That was years ago. I mean, I'm assuming that his response would be something like that because not everybody wants to necessarily go along with the rules of the street, right?
His response wouldn't be that. I doubt it.
No,
That's why a motherfucker avoiding conversation.
it'd probably be tough to
Because
get a response on that.
That's like
specific
me.
issue.
This the thing. That's like me going to what's that? The Cedar Blocks.
That's where.
That's where they beef with the Cedars.
Okay.
I think that's like me going to the Cedar Blocks, even though I fuck with a gang of Cedar Blocks. You get what I'm saying? And like one of your homeboys died, and these niggas is the pack of niggas that been doing the disrespectful shit about your homeboy, and I'm just like overly got them everywhere. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's a big part of why I don't even want to do a store again at this point. Because I used to be so blind to the politics of who could be around who. And now when I think about it, it's like, oh my God, what a fucking landmine filled field right there, bro.
But it's not, I don't know.
Minefield is, I think, what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I feel like with you, it wouldn't be.
Nah, but they're still going to see each other and shoot each other right in the store, right next to a pile of BMX bikes.
Yeah.
Not them, but like just people in general. And it's just
I mean,
do you really want to be the one who's providing the venue for that?
Desto maintains 0 shootings.
This is true.
You know
He's
what I'm
had good
saying?
luck, yeah.
Like he's had very good luck. It's just how you present it to people. Like this ain't the place for that.
Yeah.
Like if you gonna come up here with that shit on your mind, like you just don't come.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm
that's definitely
saying?
true.
You don't need every fucking client.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
The problem is just like, what if you get a couple of clients who
you
are the
just
wrong
don't
kind
know.
of clients at
Yeah,
the
you
same
just-
time? You
but
know?
it ain't too much. It ain't too much of the. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's LA. But at the end of the day, when motherfuckers are coming, like, I don't think you understand. Like, a motherfucker comes around you and it'll be on that'll be the worst thing they'll do is fuck up their face. Because they feel like they need you for interview, need you for this, that, and that. So when they come, they on their best behavior because they don't want to fuck up the relationship. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Not like that's the only reason they're around, but it's like it's levels to being, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could possibly put you on the podcast, you say some shit that
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
If Treyway 6K was hanging out at the store and somebody comes in that he got a problem with, he don't give a fuck
But you
about if
know
he
who
never
you
gets
got.
a no jumper interview again. He is going to be
But
on one.
I've been here before though, right?
Listen to this.
Yeah. Well, for me,
I just don't see him turning it
Listen.
down on account of the fact that he likes me.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think he's on that mentality.
But you also know when you have the Hoovers up here, don't have the
Yeah.
neighborhoods up here.
But when you have the
Not-
store, you don't really have that choice because
But you have
could
armed
have him
security. You just
back-
have armed security.
True.
there.
You could have, but they're all armed security, right? At a certain
Yeah,
point, you know?
Yeah.
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 But you could have like Treyway doing an interview in back, and then all of a sudden there's 20 neighborhood dudes in front,
You getting-
just randomly.
you getting patted- you
or
getting
Adam,
patted
how you
down
doing?
that
It's nice to
cost
see
up.
you. Like they're just stopping by to see me, and then all this shit is fucking combining together.
Where is this store located?
Well, it was on Melrose, but you know, I don't know if we would do that again.
Yeah. Fuck no.
But it's literally exactly where Desto was, and Desto managed to avoid it. So if he can avoid it, it's got to be possible. you know?
Yeah. I mean, did you avoid it the first time?
Yeah. But I also didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you don't know what's going on. I doubt that.
Yeah.
But it's like if the Hoovers in the neighborhood see each other 9 times out of 10, if it ain't no. Like, I like the little dude.
Mm,
I like gangsters.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm too old to say I don't fuck with that nigga's 19, 20 years. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like, all right, I like your style. All that dissing and all that, you gonna get what you got coming. And that's, you get what I'm saying? Like no disrespect, but like your name is Treyway 6K.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't fuck with you ever. But I'm just saying, your style of niggas is how I was when I was growing up.
Mm.
And that's like the other day when I gave a shout out to all my ops on Instagram and all that, like the ops that really was like in traffic, like I was giving them shout outs.
You
like,
named him?
Yeah.
Fuck, I wish I
named-
missed that one.
Yeah.
I wish I saw that one.
Yeah, I did it on live. A gang of people picked it up. Well, like the low hood vlogs and all that shit. But
Right.
I just was like shouting them out like, shit, we all made it through the fire. You still alive? I'm still alive. Like, I'm damn sure not just looking for niggas nowadays. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I got 4 kids. Like, I'm looking for some rest.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go lay down at the house without a motherfucker saying dad. for like 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? Those are the fucking breaks that I'm looking for nowadays. I'm not looking to go put some more shit on my conscience. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker turn it. Like, I also made a post when I first came on. I don't know if nigga, but I feel like people tried me. That's why you see the controversial shit. Like, I made a post that said, I forgive everybody. Like I apologize to everybody. If it's too deep and you can't accept my apology, like if it's bloodshed, like, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But if it's anything that we was beefing about, if it was money, if it was this, like, get at me. If I owe you, I try to do something to pay you back. If you owe me, it's at zero. Like, I'm living my life different. You get what I'm saying? But it's like a motherfucker still try you when you trying to be the nice guy.
Yeah.
You
Gets
know what I'm
worse as
saying?
you get
It
older.
gets,
huh?
yeah, period.
All right, should we talk about King Von?
Yeah.
Did you guys all see it?
Yes, we watched
Yeah.
it.
That's
I
crazy that
saw
we
it.
all managed to see it. You saw the whole thing?
I watched the first night.
Yeah. You saw it too? You actually paid for it on Patreon?
I did, yeah.
We got Bricc Baby paying the $5.
I paid the
$5.
high five.
Wow.
I paid the high five to see some shit that I already fucking seen a million
Yeah.
times. I feel like it was like dope how he put it together, but
Yeah.
I mean, not dope. Well, it was more put together than all the other.
Yeah, I seen
YouTube.
it because that is kind of the thing about it is when I was watching or I'm looking through Chapel Ross's other videos and it's like he's kind of covered this ground before, but this time, like the main thing, if you want to think of it as a theme, he went through the Twitter and
Yeah, the
took
Twitter
all the
shit.
tweets in
That
order.
was crazy.
That was wild.
That
That
was
took a
wild.
lot of
That's
digging.
what I was saying. The Twitter shit, it was like more put together. It's like, oh.
And he really used the Twitter to paint this picture of Vaughn as being like the craziest motherfucker ever, which at a certain point, I'm just like, it's really hard to watch it and not leave convinced. You know what really got me
That
was
little
the
nigga was
cereal thing.
crazy.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just
The
about to say that.
cereal, dude.
The cereal was cold.
That's like
I'm like this
extreme
little-
level thinking right there.
This
though.
little dude is crazy.
He was
Right?
trolling the fuck out of the audience, and some of the fans got it, but he wasn't like overt enough to make it like
Yeah.
really in your face, you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah, the fuck he was.
The
That
cereal
shit was
shit?
in your face. Oh, what, it went over people's heads?
He just kept
It went
saying it
over
over
my
the
head.
years, and like when he starts talking about Duck in the interview with academics, and he just starts eating cereal and just staring straight ahead. It's like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like he was a really crazy fucking dude.
You
It
don't
was
gotta be.
real
See,
crazy,
you
though.
want to know why?
Yeah.
Because if he was white, people would be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He
serial
was
killer.
a fucking serial killer. Like, he was just black. He still had that mentality. He was fucked up in the head.
Typically, we don't think of like
Listen,
gang killings as
Any
like serial
person,
killings.
I don't know, like to the extent, I'm just now getting around to the clip of the night in Atlanta shit.
Yeah,
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, any dude whose career is on fire like it was, and you just pop out and like,
Yeah.
and rob a random guy because he had a bunch of money on him. That's so crazy.
I'm like, damn. He like, but I know a dude like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll fuck off all this shit. Right? Once I
Well-
lose my cool, like I'm not gonna talk too much on camera, but it's like this is what's blackballed me from the industry.
Mm.
This type of like, and I ain't talking about the serial killer part,
Yeah,
but I'm
right.
like, damn, fuck, that look crazy. But like, I wish I could see a camera on myself and tell myself that I look crazy. Like the shit that I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, the
why I
story
can't-
that we discussed on your interview and everything about the clothing store, we talked about it, right?
Yeah, but that,
Oh, that was another thing.
thank God, that was something I went to jail for.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, thank God. That's
How long were
got
you
for
in
jail.
that time though?
I was in jail for 3.5 years fighting that shit. But
that's so crazy.
I also had motherfuckers trying to bring me into like crime ring, like the same shit that Thug is going through. Like
Right.
that's why I was there. They didn't want to let me out. Like I had a 2-year probation. Like I did 2 years day for day. Like after a year in the county, you get 2 years credit. They could have been let me bail out.
Right.
The only thing they was like probation though. I'm like, well, I admit guilt to my violating probation. They're like, oh, you have to admit on both cases. I'm like, I can't admit on both cases because I'm only guilty for the high speed chase. The day that y'all caught me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but they were they kept questioning me about like certain murders. They kept saying that this dude got picked up from my house in Porter Ranch and this dude, you know what I'm saying? Like crazy ass shit. So it was just like, you know,
Right.
I was getting picked on like that. That's why I was like, at the end of the day, can't none of that shit stick. Yeah, because I didn't have no involvement. Just because you know a motherfucker that goes out the house and kills people, like, you know what I'm saying? It does not mean that you fucking telling them to go kill, nigga. I don't know. I'm not asking. It's not my fucking girlfriend. I'm not asking you what the fuck you did today.
Uh-huh. But all right, put yourself in Durk's shoes. You're at the top of your career. You're absolutely fucking killing it. And then you embrace somebody like Vaughn. And knowing everything that we know about him now, it does seem like a wild decision on Durk's part. Now, he knew that this guy was a star, and he knew that, like, financially he was going to be fucking huge.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when you see a lot of the reactions from people from Chicago back in the day and the way that they look at it, where they really, before he blew up, they saw him as a straight-up assassin.
Yeah.
It is kind of wild because, you know, Durk definitely was exposing himself to a bunch of risk by putting himself in that situation.
But
You know?
Durk was that too, though, right?
Dirk been
Yeah.
doing that. Dirk
Yeah.
been doing that. You see, this before he signed Vine. He was at the bus stop.
Yeah.
Lil
Tying
Mark
the
died,
nigga
yeah.
too. Like, you get what
Nah,
I'm
that-
saying? Like,
that
but
Lil
Dirk
Mark?
been doing that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what he do.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
No, I was just saying it was that low mark. I thought
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like, okay.
Bro,
You gotta
yo, Durk a
think.
demon, bro.
The Smoking Tuka, Chief Keef, and all them, they made that. Like, I thought Tuka was a word for weed for a long
That's what I thought
time.
too.
And then, like, when I started hanging out with the BDs, I'm like, oh, I stopped smoking Tuka.
When I go
I
back,
ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, oh, yeah, nah.
if I were to go back to my original
don't know,
DMs with
Tuka.
Duck, my original DM to him was basically saying like, "Yo, like Lil Pump didn't mean nothing by that," because Pump had a clip where he was talking about smoking Tuka, and Duck was all calling him out and shit. And I was trying to reach out to him, being like, "Yo, he don't know." He was
You was
just
trying to
saying
squash
that.
beef?
Yeah, I was trying to squash beef with FBG Duck for Lil Pump.
Yeah, man. Oh, hell nah, man.
Yeah.
What a world! 2016
I would
or
have
some
said,
shit,
bro.
bro.
Like, yeah, man, come on now. Like, you on your
Yeah,
own, man.
because you just talking like you can't talk about nobody dead, homies. You crazy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
especially if you ain't from the side that whacked him. Like, y'all, anybody feel comfortable smoking on anybody ops, and y'all that have nothing to do with the death, you guys are terribly, like, something's wrong with you guys. That's the lamest shit you could do in the street.
You surprised that didn't catch on in LA?
What?
Smoking on people's ops and all that shit.
I
You
know
don't
they
really hear
smoking-
about it a lot.
No, they smoking ops.
A little bit, but
They
not.
smoke out, but we
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You let the dead rest in peace. Like, you know what I'm saying? If the business was handled, it was handled. You get what I'm saying? A motherfucker not bragging about who we killed last night and all that. Like, they giving out, niggas snitching out here. So it's like, a motherfucker, like, when I was growing up, it's like, okay, boom, they died.
So
Let's
You're
not
supposed
even
to let
talk
it go?
about. Yeah, no, you don't even let it go. It's just like that was business. Obviously, they died for a reason. It ain't niggas just ain't going to go pick on nobody. But it's like when you handling business, nigga, business is handled that way. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing about it afterwards, about the names and all that shit, and keep on taunting the other side. You want them to keep coming over there because we like in Chicago is like LA, but they taunting each other. You gotta come back out. Cause we from a place where you got to stand on business, or you gonna be looked at as the weakest link. So it's like, all right, keep on. I bet you keep saying somebody's name on Instagram right now. They coming for you.
So y'all keep it more vague, like vague or some shit.
They
like
know what
that.
it is.
So-
We nigga, we throwing up whatever K. We whoopty whoop K, whatever K. I ain't finna be on here dissing. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
So
good
y'all not
enough.
saying
Y'all know what it
specific
is.
names, it's
That's
like-
what's supposed to happen when we come across each other, man.
You guys
Motherfucker
have
ain't
anything
bragging
that
about
stood
it.
out to you about the documentary in general?
Yeah, right. So first off, it's the origin of thinking that FBG Butter beat up King Von on a bus, and like that's why like King Von, you know, like started like bringing a fucking gun to school and started wilding out that. And then while King Von was in jail, his sister Kayla tweeted, "Yo, Von is gonna get out and kill more people." I said, "Bro, that's wilding." Now, 3 is this though. I don't think that Traveler Rawls gave enough credit to T-Roy because a lot of those bodies were T-Roy bodies. I feel like Von caught 3 bodies. He caught KI, of course, and he caught Boss Trail, and he caught like Modell, right? Because those 3 were the 3 where they say, "Yo, listen, like, yeah, Von did it," or you know, like they were built like Von, or you feel me, right? So Von was identified as as the primary suspect in those three. Now, Lil James was not Von. That was T-Roy, right? So, now does Von qualify as a serial killer? 3 or more, yes, right? But in terms of the 7 bodies, that wasn't Von, right? 4 of them was for T-Roy, like for sure, right? Because T-Roy got like 11 bodies, right? So, yeah, right? So,
How you know for sure?
That's what exactly what
How
I
you
was
know
about to
for
say.
sure?
I mean, if you've been like embroiled
but
in this culture since you're
he tweeting. T-Roy got more than me. We in competition. So
Yeah.
just because both of them in the car don't mean that like they taking turns clicking.
Yeah.
They taking turns
Of course.
clicking. This what we doing. Nigga.
Yeah.
All right. That one was you. Next one mine. You get what I'm saying? This is how motherfuckers niggas.
Mm-hmm.
This what I was saying to Mike and them. Like if I could tell stories, 7 ain't not to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Not to me. But like if I could tell stories about people I grew up around,
Mm-hmm.
like I grew up around real sherm smoking idiots. Like, yeah. I swear to God, like only like they
Crazy.
they might have 7 out of the same car.
Wow.
I had one homie that was sober. It was crazy. I think that just being picked at as a kid, because his squabbles wasn't all the way up, turned him into like a demon. Didn't nobody want to fuck with him after like 19, 20 years old.
Yeah, I'm not
He
gonna
was-
lie. When I was watching it, I started to just feel kind of like sick to my stomach.
Word?
At just how bad it was.
He
Like
was
of
the-
just how much motherfuckers are going back and forth. One person dies
Self-scription.
on the other side. Shit happens right away, and just like how ruthless Von's tweets were and shit. Like I can't believe that
The
I really.
tweets were crazy.
I sat across
For
from
him
this
not
dude
to
and
go
talked to
jail
him
for that shit.
and didn't fucking have any clue about the fact that he had this much shit, which realistically at that time, people from Chicago and shit, they did know.
Of
And I
course.
was just kind of in the dark. I thought he was just like a dope rapper signed to Durk.
That's the shit
Nah,
that
bro.
made me think that he was like a sociopath because he was so easily like able to turn it off, turn it on,
Yeah,
like
Ted
act
Bundy.
like he didn't do it, act like he did do it.
But then when you look at certain stuff like him robbing the guy in Atlanta and then shooting, I guess, and then also like the way that he popped out the car, like went to the club that that Quando was at and just popped out the car to fight him without telling anybody else. I think you're just pretty clearly talking about somebody who
His own go.
they don't have, like the ability
He's
to sort of
on
like
go.
think logically or rationally or in
Nah.
such a way that you could avoid getting caught or
Because
whatever.
once-
He didn't have those concerns.
I feel like once you kill before and you know what you could do to a person, it makes you like feel invincible in certain situations.
And
And then you're forgetting that people are humans
If-
just like you.
if you like did your first boxing match and you won, you gonna do another one. And if you win that one, you're gonna do another one.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you do your first boxing match and you get brutally knocked out and you get a concussion, and then you do another one and you get knocked out, you're probably gonna be like, oh fuck this.
I ain't
He
fucking
fucking
with it.
started killing people
They got away with it.
and got away with it. Felt like it was easy as fuck. I don't know if he was necessarily like mega talented at it or if he just got lucky, but then he decided, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of like when they talk about like ISIS and shit.
Yeah.
But there'll be certain people in ISIS who like really believe the shit.
Yeah.
You know, you have certain people who like they're part of it because they want to be down, but they don't really want to kill people.
Yeah.
He seems like no, he got the game plan for
Suicide bomber.
gangbanging, and he said, "Oh nah, like I'm gonna like it's like a religious person who follows the Bible 100% versus a religious person who's just kind of like, yeah, I believe in this, whatever." Like
Yeah.
he fucking took the gang war so literally.
That motherfucker right there was crazy.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was top soldier, like frontline soldier, like
But
going
do
to go
He-
get
he
it. Like,
had
like,
to though, right?
like, you ain't.
Like
Well,
his friend died in front of him.
like I said, coming from gangbanging, he probably grew up around the same type of people I grew up around. So it's like his was just frontline because social media is out and you can do shit like that now because motherfuckers are into self snitching. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like he grew up around some shit and felt some hurt at a certain age, and that's how he learned how to deal with his pain. And then he from O Block. You get what I'm saying? So like from what I've seen, this is just I don't know him. So because I don't want motherfuckers like, oh yeah, you hear Bricc because he OTF and all that shit. So the whole shit is he went through some hurt he starts smashing shit, learn how to smash shit, and every day he was committed to one thing and one thing only, bro. So it could be way more. I feel like this, like just me talking, like if this shit is true, it's way more than 7 bodies.
That's what I was thinking too. If it's true, there's got to be a couple that didn't make it into the tweets or that aren't famous enough that people are talking about. There's got to be some random ones too, right?
Like if this
11
shit
bodies
true,
that we know of, though. Yeah.
Jeez.
But I'm talking about like hands-on, like because it's times where, like I said, motherfuckers who live like that, they just get mad and walk and go whoop something. Like, you get what I'm saying? Or they'll get on their bike. Like,
right.
I grew up with people that didn't have no moms and dads and shit.
Like even the KI one, it sounds like he was just driving down the street and he just hopped out the car because he seen her and shot her and then he kept going and that was it.
Of course.
It's like it sounds impossible that it could be that fucking simple, right?
He didn't do it. He just checked into his PO.
Yeah.
Nah, listen, nah.
He checked into the PO hour earlier. He ain't.
But they said that he had 35 minutes to go and chase her
I
down,
understand that. I understand that. But what I'm telling you is, like, this is what time he on. Motherfucker, if this shit true, a motherfucker coming from a PO office, man, that man is one of the greats in the streets. Like, when I seen it, I'm like, damn, look, different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and me, and I don't want to, like, but I respect the shooter. Like, I come from where you got to respect the shooter because that's the only person that's going to get you out the mix. That's the only person that's going to, you know what I'm saying? The shooter damn near, you know what I'm saying? You live by the gun, you die by the gun. No, you must know that. But the shooter, the aggressive shooter is going to damn near win every time.
But do y'all think that he died because of his reputation? Like, when niggas know you a shooter, niggas prepare for a shooter.
Man, they didn't probably even know that was King Vine. Motherfucker hopped out just, well, they probably knew, but it was like, shit, it wasn't because he was a shooter. It was because of the situation. Like, motherfuckers came to the club. Like, everybody, that's what I tell motherfuckers. I be telling motherfuckers, when everybody's at the club, this is the most defense mode you're ever going to see anybody in. Everybody's in defense mode. Like, from the security to everybody there. People bring security to the club for that reason. You're not really going to be able to get off a robbery without shooting somebody at the club.
But he had mad security with him, too. He just didn't even tell him to get out
the
car.
Like, that was him. He kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, he let his emotion get the best of him at the end of the day.
A lot of those stories about him are like 90s gangbanging stories. Like, it sounds like some shit from LA in the 90s.
He grew up around some motherfuckers that, like, we grew up around. It's like, oh, yeah. Hood, like, nigga, if you ain't killing like that, like, because like I said, like, motherfucker catch a body when you were young and motherfucker still be disrespecting your ass. Like, nigga, one, like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you accidentally, that's what I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, all right, it was motherfuckers making niggas put some respect on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you felt sympathy though, right? Because like when I
wish I could talk more, but I can't. That's why I just keep stopping myself. But like, it's motherfuckers that be around. Like, if you was using the term serial killer, and if they really found out like what these people was doing, these motherfuckers would be on like, it's motherfuckers that's never been to jail that's real serial killers, nigga, in LA.
Right
up on it for sure.
I believe it for sure.
For sure, like mass murder type shit, but. Go ahead, what you say?
No, right. But bro, like, and I felt sympathy because, and he rapped in various songs. Yo, I started tripping when they took Witty, right? Saying, bro, like, and I'm inside the store buying him like a perk, right? Or like no,
bought him a pill.
Yeah, right, a pill, and like he's outside watching guard for me and trying to protect me, and like he got killed, right? So
shoot him in his back.
Yeah, right. So So Von whole psyche was yo, bro,
that's
like
that pain. I'm telling you.
You feel me?
I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you. Like, if this shit true and the way he was moving, you just got them. Like, you just got those. Those are the ones he felt like tweeting about. Like, a motherfucker goes into various characters. Like, he obviously was bipolar. He come talking to you. You never get the feeling. Then
hey, Twitter was a wild place. Yeah, he had not even thought about the fact that his tweets could be used against him. Like it hadn't occurred to him because
He
it
was
probably
going
didn't
to
happen to
jail
anybody
about that
else.
shit. They was coming to pick you up about
Oh
the
yeah,
shit.
yeah. That from
Yeah.
But one though,
from the one tweet. But what was
Yeah.
that one tweet?
James.
Right.
Yeah. No, here, right. But that was like 2012 to 2014. I feel like in 2014, bro, like you should know, homie. Like, right? Like the police watching.
So if this dude got these documents, is he the first one to retain the documents in this order, or did he dig into a Fed?
No,
I don't
no,
think
no.
he exposed anything that was really like
No,
new.
no,
he
no,
just
no,
put it
no.
together really
no,
well.
but with the tweets, like he took all the tweets and then chronologically put it together, right?
That existed too.
So what?
He probably did that, but then also I think he probably was like, there's a lot of this work being done by like Chiracology, Reddit people, and all that shit who have kind of put it together. He's probably like digging through a lot of stuff because they got all kinds of screenshots of deleted tweets that he wouldn't even be able to go screenshot if he was just looking through his Twitter archives.
So
you know?
that's what. So what I was saying was, did the feds come up with this, or did like the people that's fighting this case, is this in their profile? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Fans. It's all fan shit.
this all Twitter work. This all YouTube.
Pretty much.
Besides like the duck shit.
Yeah, of course.
It's not like they could charge him now.
No, they can't. But no, they can't. But it's just crazy that this is what's good. Like, I'm like, you giving that. And it doesn't matter because it's all public filing, but I'm just like, damn, you put the case together better than the police fucking put the case together.
I bet he had like 500 followers, so he wasn't really thinking shit about it, you know?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Twitter
sure.
back in the day, you felt like you were in a group chat with like 100
Yeah,
people
you
because you
did.
like just follow
Yeah,
some
you
people
did.
that
Yeah.
you knew. You didn't really have that many followers. You didn't know you. It just felt different.
I can't get in my Twitter. I've been trying to get in my Twitter since I
really?
came out. What? I
For real?
lost a gang of followers. No, I lost my blue check on Twitter.
Wow.
Damn.
We're all about to, allegedly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I'm paying for it. So
I paid for it too. Just so I just didn't want to change my two-factor.
Yeah, that's true. Well, hey man, listen. Welcome to the squad, Adam.
I might turn
How
it
do it
off.
feel?
Twitter blue.
Wait though. Are you gonna pay for Meta? If Meta says, "Listen, like we're taking away all the Instagram verifications," you gotta.
Oh, they didn't say they were going to take it
No.
away.
I
I don't really see why I would need to pay for it when I already got it.
But if they do, let's say like the Elon of, yo, listen, like we're taking away.
Well, because that is the whole thing. Is like, all right, Plug Talks Twitter promotes the business that
Yeah.
makes a significant amount of money. So how would we not pay for Twitter Blue when it's just
Yeah,
promoting the
facts.
like I see it when I look through the For You page, I see all these chicks I know just promoting their OnlyFans like over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because when I look at the other tab on Twitter now,
Yeah.
the regular tab, it's just a bunch of people I know talking to each other, and it's fucking boring as hell. It's so
Yeah.
much different
Yeah.
than looking at the viral shit on the other tab.
They took away like popular videos, popular images, popular tweets, right, bro?
They did?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Like so, right? So, like for example, like probably like back in the day, probably like 5 months ago, right? And there was like a section for popular videos, popular images, popular tweets.
Right.
And they took down popular videos and popular images and just kept up like popular tweets, right? So now it's kind of like it sucks now. Twitter sucks now, man.
Yeah, Twitter's fucking over.
No,
I just they're gonna replace it with that Substack thing.
who?
You didn't hear about that?
Nah, Substack what?
Substack Notes.
Nah,
It's like Substack is basically it's like a newsletter service, you know, and like Twitter kind of has like the same service now.
Yeah.
And Substack has created like a separate section on their app, which I couldn't find. I downloaded Substack's app and I couldn't see it, but it's like they have a notes thing that's basically exactly like Twitter. It's like you'll be able to just use it to post these short messages and you can go through it. So
yeah,
Twitter's
that won't
feeling
work.
very challenged by that, so they blocked the Substack links from showing up on Twitter for a period of time, even though Elon then denied it, even though it was definitely happening.
I feel like now though, like
They should
right,
have never
Instagram
let
and
him
Twitter.
buy that shit.
Thank you. Niggas
Nah,
a
right?
hack.
Hey, listen, man, because bro, I'll be real. In terms of free speech, like I'm not seeing the drastic, improvement that like was promised, right? Because people are still getting banned. You feel me, right? Like there's not really like a big change, though. So now
Well,
it's kind of like, why did he purchase it?
He let a lot of the right wing people back on, right?
And Nick Fuentes got blocked again, I think.
Same day.
Yeah, I know. Right. So why do it, man? You feel
I
me?
don't know what the fuck this guy's thinking, but
Let's take away though from the Von thing though, right? I hate that like Traveler Ross and did the most liberal Democratic thing, right? Like right before like telling us that Von killed like 7 people, and he said, "Listen, before we discuss why Von killed 7 people, let's just speak on as to what could have led him here, which was the police. I'm like,
Well,
bro,
think about the environment he
come
grew
on
up
now,
in.
bruh.
There's a lot of truth to that. It's like, yeah, if he had grown up in Connecticut in a nice neighborhood, he probably wouldn't have become a serial killer. It's like
North Dakota.
your background has so much to do with like what you end up becoming in general, and it's not an issue of like putting blame on it, but it is like.
But murder, though,
I mean,
don't think
let's
so, man.
acknowledge the circumstances in which
Yeah.
this dude was able to become this bloodthirsty.
Like, I feel like serial killers live in small towns, boredom,
Yeah.
Well, that's the
killing
stereotype.
cat.
Yeah.
That's because that's what they give to us. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's like you can't live too far in the boonies and you can't live too rural because you could be affected by this shit. Like,
Nah, man.
like
Bro,
I've
yeah.
seen, because like pain, like if the police, like, all right, say for instance your dad's in jail for life for like a gun or a bank robbery or something, right?
Yeah.
So you hate the police. You never seen your dad. Then you got people killing your best friends too, and somebody might kill a family member, and it's like, I'm not calling the police for shit.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
It's
I'm
like
not-
if you
it's
find
like-
out that there's a Islamic terrorist attack, and then
Yeah.
you find out down the road, oh, the dude who blew up that fucking church or that federal building or whatever, oh, well, there was a drone strike that killed his whole family when he was a teenager. It's like, does it justify him doing this? No, I guess
Hell
not.
no.
But does it make you understand? And does it make it a lot more like, oh, these are the circumstances in which this took place? It's like each person is not just like a bubble that exists on their own. They're
Yeah,
part of
it's-
this whole, it takes a village to raise a child.
In terms of murder, though, I feel like people who are capable of murder, I feel like they're wired differently, right? Meaning, like, for example, if Vaughn would have grew up, let's say, in the suburbs, if Vaughn was somebody who was just wired really impulsive, right? Meaning, like, and he would have found a way to, have killed somebody, right? At some point in his life, right? If he would have just grew up in, and like,
Hell no.
Yeah,
I
of
think,
course.
no, it's the circumstances that
he's
he was
super
kinda
impulsive.
done. All right, but like, how do you get super impulsive through the things that happen to you in your life, right? I mean, like maybe he was just such a crazy fucking guy that he was going to get into some wild shit, but I think it was more like he just saw the shit that was happening around him and decided that this gang was his enemy and that he was going to do anything to take them out, and then he just really lived on that principle. Like he took that so serious.
Yeah. Listen, I kind of want to find out, like, too, right? Like,
Listen, they're not talking
Yeah.
about the days that they shot at Vine and missed. They're
Yeah, of
not
course.
talking about the days
Exactly.
that they just came and shot at his ass and missed. And he, like, you not like every day he on defense. So it's like if I catch one, I gotta get him out the way because shit, if they catch me, they gonna get me.
And the thing
It's
is
just
that
like fucking being in war in Iraq.
if
It's
if
like,
if
it's just-
Vaughn wasn't a good-looking guy who became a famous rapper, this would not be that out of the ordinary
Yeah.
story. Like the numbers would definitely still be pretty shocking, but it's not like if he didn't become a famous rapper, this wouldn't even really be that notable, right?
what, like 7? Nah,
They'll
like,
make
that-
YouTube videos about it, but it's not
Yeah.
going to be like, a blockbuster hit like this
Yeah.
shit. It's
See,
just because he ended up being a dope rapper
they
that
got
this
a
is so
gang of,
shocking.
like serial killer type dudes that they do YouTubes on.
Yeah.
It won't sell if they fucking like I paid $5 for this.
You watch the No Limit documentary that Trapper Ross did, you find out about a bunch of people who got a crazy ass amount of bodies and shit, but they're not famous rappers.
Or 5 Melly, though, like somebody who had probably like more bodies than Vaughn, but he was just like, again, and he never rapped, but the fans was just so captivated by him, like he was like a superstar, and he never rapped before,
How many bodies you got, Court?
2.
Really?
Yeah.
2.
Tell us all about them.
First one was 12.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
These are all drug overdoses
Something about it.
Oh nah.
that you administered?
Yeah.
So in 2012, I
Oh, no, don't say that.
He
Cause
keeps
look, no, listen, like, cause there's already a whole entire like Reddit and like YouTube and Facebook posts accusing No Jumper of some other shit.
so never mind.
Blowing some
Yeah,
shit up
Of
the
Court
ass.
killing people or what?
yeah, well, yeah, of me, Court,
Me?
and others, yeah.
Or you.
Well, like, since I've said
Turkey
that
based the girl
it
too
wasn't
much
me,
ecstasy.
and they're
before
now
she
saying that it
fucking
was, Court.
put
Oh, they
5
saying
ecstasy
they
pills
saying
in it.
I killed Aaron Carter.
Since here, right? So like, this is like guy called, my God, his name is like Rich something, right?
Who the
So
fuck
pretty
is
much,
Aaron Carter?
I said that it wasn't me. Now they're kind of like now, on court, and this guy called Momo.
But he overdosed on what? Air compressors or some shit like that.
I don't
He
know.
just overdosed in general.
Who? Aaron Carter?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fucking famous kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dead?
Yeah.
You don't know this?
Damn, when did he die?
Oh, God.
Couple months ago.
He didn't even overdose on what I sell. I sell fentanyl.
We live in different
shit.
worlds, man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Yeah, you ain't the only Bricc Baby.
Yeah, I don't want to be that Bricc Baby. I'm cool. I don't sell fit. I don't.
Nah?
I do.
Nah, I don't fuck with it.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of looking back at you guys like, what the fuck is
I'm
going
not
on
selling
here?
I want to try it though, right?
Nobody, I would
I
never.
want to try the fentanyl.
Oh, you got it, bro. It's in my bag. You want to go get my bag?
You don't go straight to the
Nah.
front.
Hey,
Right?
anybody willing to try fit is a cold man. But look, if you do it by itself, I feel
trying
like
everything
you'll
before I
live.
die,
Because
though.
they shoot it. Go to the hospital.
You ain't tried anything yet.
No, before I die, like for example, if I'm like
They're
80
gonna
something,
they're gonna get
coke, meth, crack, bro, I'm trying everything.
At
Right?
80?
You have to before you
That's the
die.
last thing you're going to do
Yeah,
at 80.
don't do uppers.
You're
at
gonna
80.
love a heroin.
You notice how almost nobody gets into drugs later in life? That's like almost exclusively something you try when you're in your teens or 20s or whatever.
Yeah.
The older you get, the less likely I think that is, right?
I could see you smoking crack though.
Yeah,
I would
see
love
that.
that.
Crack, yo, bro, they have the most
You-
fun, bro.
Yeah, I could see you like cracky meth.
What crack?
Meth and crack.
Nah, like I feel like
Because crack is like a shorter
yeah.
high.
I'm just on
You
like
could like smoke
a
a rock
natural
and
high,
trip
right?
out for like 25 minutes and you'd be
I
good.
need something
Looking
though,
for
like
another rock.
not like I need something that can bring me down though, because I feel like I'm,
Sherm.
I'm usually up here. No, listen though,
Sherm is woo.
I can't do sherms though, because they said like you like hallucinate and you start saying some other shit. You feel me?
You be alright.
You're definitely going to hallucinate off sure.
Yeah. Imagine
Sherm
like
make you feel
I
like
kill
you in a
somebody like
video
while I
game.
hallucinate. You feel me? Like
That
nah,
shit
no.
make you feel like you're in a video game.
Uh-huh. I'm trying to get on
Driving
Sherm
it.
this year.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. This is one of the topics that Flakko sent.
Yeah.
Drake samples Kim Kardashian, gets a Kim K lookalike for search and rescue, and then we'll get into the Ian Connor shit
Yeah.
as well. So that when I saw the picture of Drake and the lookalike,
Yeah.
I thought that was really her.
Oh,
And I
really?
was really confused for a
Yeah.
second. Like, what the fuck is she doing? She's really
Yeah.
doing this? But okay, that makes sense.
Drake a cold nigga though, man, because like right now, like Kanye is at the worst spot he's ever been in life. And Drake is just playing that foot and trying to like kick him in the fucking coffin now, bro.
He's married.
That's fucked up.
He's happy.
Nah, come on, bro. Look, bro, like Kanye is obviously like he has an unhealthy obsession with Kim Kardashian, right? So I just feel like Drake doing that while this man he lost his billionaire status, he's losing his businesses, he's losing his kids. Like that's just like to me that's just cruel as fuck.
the crazy thing
Let's
about
cry about the man that has 500 fucking million still.
Okay, but
he lost his
think about the
billionaire
fact that
status. The fuck?
that at a certain point, Jay Prince got Kanye and Drake to.
Yeah, to squash it.
I don't know how much they conversated, but they have the very least they took a photo together.
Yeah.
Has that just kind of like ran its course, and Drake's just like, no, I'm past that.
Because
I
Kanye
genuinely
backdoor
do not
Drake
like
though.
him.
No, listen, like cause Kanye backdoor Drake at the peace ceremony, right? Because like right, so looks, right? So Kanye told Drake, yo, listen, let's do our, like newer hits, right? So Drake performed like his newer hits. And then Kanye came out like with the fucking classics and just blew Drake off the fucking floor. And now the entire like right is saying, oh my God, bro, like Kanye has beat Drake in their quote unquote versus match, right? So like if you did some scummy shit, yeah, right. So if you did some scummy shit like that at the peace ceremony, like how can we be cool again?
My whole thing is that even when they got cool, I don't think it was like, I like you and I respect you as a person. I think it was, I'm going to take the fact that I hate you and put it on the shelf and try to ignore it for a period of time. Because there's no way Drake really respects Kanye at this point in his life.
Bro.
Nobody respects Kanye like that because he flips the fuck out. Like you can't.
See, that's why I like Bricc Baby, bro.
Yeah,
He's not scared to say
he
that
flips
shit.
the fuck out. Nobody fucking respects
Yeah.
him. Nobody respects a dude that's hiding outside of the girl's house because
Nah, man, that's creepy.
you have all type of girlfriends and she has one dude that she's fucking.
Wait, whose house he hiding outside?
Kim Kardashian.
Oh, you talking about the party?
Yeah, wasn't he dressed like a bush or some shit?
Nah.
Nah, that
What?
was a joke, right?
Nah, yeah. He bought a
Wasn't
crib
it
though
Across the
directly
street.
across the street.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
That's
I mean, he's still there.
But did he ever actually live there at any point?
I'm not. I'm not even sure. Like, probably not, right?
I think he just bought it and was renovating it.
Bought it. He probably sat in there. He probably put an air mattress in that motherfucker and watched.
Yeah, bro.
So the question is, why is Ian Carter getting involved in this?
Because like apparently like Kanye and Text and Ian saying, yo, we are at war. Now it's unclear like who he was talking about. He just said, yo, like we are at war. Right? And Ian like apparently like took that and said, okay, I'm gonna block Drake, screenshot it, and let people know that I'll block Drake because me and the quote unquote Yeezy associates, we are at war right now with the masses.
But do you remember during like the Whole Lot of Red era that there was a lot of like, or even before that, when there was that one random Drake and Cardi song, that there was this time period where everybody, where Ian Carter was like tweeting out his devotion to Drake and like showing conversations that he was having with Drake and shit like that. So when I even saw it labeled on No Jumper as like longtime friend of Kanye West, Ian Carter, I'm like, I thought he was tighter than Drake.
Jail with Ian Carter.
Well, how was that?
Really?
Whoa. So listen.
In Atlanta or LA?
Remember he went to jail for a gun.
Yeah. I do
So
remember
he
that.
was in the psych ward though. Like he was on like the yellow shirt side.
Yeah,
I mean, at least it wasn't PC. He was good. Whatever the case was, but I got Ian Connor's wristband still to this day. Like I auction that motherfucking off right now. I got
How'd you
his
get it?
wristband. Because he was like, Bricc, take my wristband. Like here, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like, you're a legend. Like, I swear to God.
Oh, that's dick riding
I
in
swear-
full effect, bro.
But look, we in jail. Of course he's gonna.
Nah,
do
that's
it.
dick riding.
But look,
Crazy.
so I swear to God, I swear to God, I'm not making
Of course,
this shit
of course,
up.
yeah.
So I had broke my hand. So we're going to medical out at the hospital. So I don't know what happened with him, but we both end up on trans together. And I'm like, bro, you know what's crazy? You look like this motherfucker that be dressing everybody like Ian Connor's. Like, oh, he's like, I am Ian Connor's. Like, nobody knows who the fuck I am in the jail. Like,
real?
I've been trying to tell people. I'm like, and then he's like, but this goes with the Drake. Like, Drake came to visit me. Da-da-da. I'm like, that's a lie. I don't think Drake's coming to LA County Jail because it's not a private way to come in to visit. I mean, well, they could probably bring Drake in, but like, come on, man. Drake came to visit you. Like, he said, yeah, they shut down visiting for like an hour. Drake was the only one to come up there. I'm like, he might be hallucinating. Right,
I'm not going to
man.
call him a liar, but that does seem kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, right?
Yeah, right.
Like,
Yo, this is crazy.
You would have known
And
that,
we're just
right?
hearing about it now.
but
Yeah, we would have
Look,
known.
Drake got a
because
lot of friends in jail you could go visit.
Ian Connors never came up in an interview. I don't know why I haven't been talked about, but I swear to God, he's like, oh, Bricc, he like, I met you with Thug and them, right? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I also met you a couple times on Melrose, like, you know what I'm saying, just hanging out, like, well, on Fairfax. And we were just talking, and he's like, man, he's like, is there any way I could get pulled over there to where you at? I'm like, man, you don't want to come over there where I'm at. I'm like, I'm in the zoo, man. But he like, yeah, man, it's boring as fuck over here. We were just chopping it up. Then, you know, one of those dry promises, when you come home, you know I'm fucking with you, man. Man, that motherfucker ain't never even reached out to a nigga since I've been
There's an additional layer, though, to the fact that he had such a strong relationship with Drake at a certain
That's
point.
what I was
wanna
saying
know-
with Drake.
what-
That's why I
yeah,
said it,
what's
because
going
you
on?
said Ian Connors and Drake, and that was crazy
Yeah.
because he was like, yeah, Drake, and he kept Drake, and I didn't even know he was a part of the Yeezy shit. So now that you saying that, like, oh, wow.
I don't even know what he's a part of in terms of like what his involvement with Kanye is.
You
Yeah,
said
You don't
the
know
Yeezy
either, right?
team,
It's
right?
kind of a mystery to us.
Did you say the Yeezy team, or you just saying
Yeah, right. So here, so like, and he screenshotted this text from Kanye saying, yo, we are at war. Saying, yo, listen, like us, in terms of like the associates, us and Yeezy, we are at war. Now, and Ian Connor like used to be like a Yeezy model at some point, but then that was like,
2016.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Yeah, you feel me? So right now, we, you know, like we don't know, right? But again, Kanye has a lot of people around him right now that's like doesn't fit. So like,
Or
we don't know.
or maybe fucking Drake hasn't been picking up the phone for Ian, so he wants to be on somebody's team, and he fucking.
That's how you
shows
get down with,
something
with
that-
somebody that you got beef with their ops,
You got
right?
beef with the ops, like you know what I'm saying.
Not here, but bro, how brainwashed do you have to be though to go to war with Drake? Meaning, like for example,
He probably already got a little like they
Right?
probably the relationship probably already went cold realistically before. If he was gonna
but
do
it's
it.
still Drake though. Meaning, like you don't come out like right, like again, if you have beef with Drake, and I think the appropriate way to do it is to suck dick behind the scene, like bro,
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
No, okay, like beg and grovel behind the scenes because his Drake was so much popular. He can fuck up your entire shit, right? So why even beef with Drake publicly?
Ian Connor has shown a
I don't
reputation for not really giving a fuck.
I don't
about
think that he
that
could
kind of
fuck
thing.
up Drake's motion.
Hell
I mean, I don't think
No.
Drake could fuck up Ian's
Oh,
motion
yeah.
because it's fucking
Yeah, well, for
fashion.
sure.
It's not rap.
Bro,
What you
listen.
gonna say? Don't wear that shit.
I don't know though. Drake
I don't-
says
Yeah.
"fuck sicko" or like you wearing sicko, you're nasty or some shit in
Yeah.
the song. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna work for somebody who like he's like the drip champ. Like,
Yeah, it probably would just blow him up
everybody.
more.
Yeah, that's
you're
what I'm
right.
like. I don't think that'll work. I don't think
Because he's
with the
already like a
fashion world-
villain. He already has taken on
We don't
kind of like a
look-
villain type role.
It's
Yeah.
safe to say we don't look to Drake for our new outfits, right?
We don't. We can't afford his outfits.
I mean, even if we could.
Yeah, that's true. He's not a well
Drake,
dressed.
yeah, he's just cool. That's bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like
Yeah.
Ian, I don't look to Ian for, but it's like all these celebrities are like checking for what this dude is wearing, and he's
Still
styling
relevant?
them.
He's still relevant. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
His clothes still popping as fuck. I mean, even like right after he got canceled, the Revenge Storm shit took off and had everybody wearing those shoes, and he was selling out, posting the screenshots of him selling
Yeah, the
$2 million
Revenge-
worth
the
of shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, even right after he got canceled, that shit was still blowing the fuck up.
He
You
got
can't lose
canceled?
though.
But the
What'd he get
fashion
canceled
industry
for?
turned their back on him.
What did he get canceled for? Fucking with a minor?
The R word.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But bro.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey man, fam. Listen,
Nah,
ASAP Bari got to
just-
like
yeah.
take like bro. If he survived like being canceled and like ASAP Bari like didn't survive it, that's crazy.
Barry survived it.
Yeah,
Barry-
he
survived it. He's-
Barry's still making
They
plenty of
kicked
money.
him out of his like right. They
One
kicked him out of
Nike
Vlone,
deal?
right?
Nigga, Vlone is doing numbers. Bari is
They
selling.
kicked him out though, right?
When they do that?
Yeah, because somebody like said that like he's no longer like the.
But
like,
he got
there was
the
always a
other,
bunch
he got
of
the other
owners.
brand, the Saint,
Yeah.
the Saint Mart. What is it called? Saint Martin.
He got a
Saint
bunch of different
something.
stuff. All these dudes got all
He
kinds
got
of
a new brand. That
Yeah,
shit
it does.
going
Vlone
crazy.
removes co-founder ASAP Bari over his behavior, but that was this year, or like last year. That was in October.
Yeah.
I don't really think that they clarify. Well, they said due to his behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about this. It's been a while. We will not partake in any irrational behavior associated or related with Bari. He has no authority to style himself as Mr. Vlone or use or license Vlone. This behavior is contrary to our collective. I think they took down all the posts about it at the time.
Yeah, as much as I know, he still has everything to do with it.
Yeah.
How? You see him wearing it?
That was in October
don't
that
know.
they made that announcement.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's
Think,
what
I,
I'm
I
saying.
don't think I see him wearing it.
Nah. So
He got a new brand though. It's called Saint Martin or Saint something.
Right.
Yeah.
oh word.
What? It's
Well,
in
hey.
it's in like all the high end like stores. and
That's the
shit.
thing about these fashion dudes is they don't need to be like on camera in your face all the time. They're just like designing shit and being all mysterious in the background. And then
Yeah, that's what
drop
they
shit.
do.
It's like more valuable for them to be mysterious. So that like somebody like Ian Connor, like it's not smart for him to like have people knowing what he's doing every moment of the day. You know, that shit ain't cool from like that fashion perspective.
Yeah, from
you
that
know?
perspective, he's not supposed to be that cool.
Yeah.
That's why he always.
That's why if you're a
doesn't wear big
podcaster,
chains and
you're
shit.
kind of closing the door on being like this cool, mysterious fashion type person
yeah,
to
nah,
a certain
for sure,
extent. don't
for
you think?
sure. Everybody hates you.
It
It'll
just
be all
kinda
right.
becomes what it is at a
Yeah, I
certain
mean-
point. Anyway.
Ooh, listen.
What else you want to talk about, Flakko?
Bobby Lee, right? And he told a to watch which again, and he tells the story on damn near every podcast, and I don't know like why, right? So pretty much, and like here's the story. And he like went to Tijuana. I can't speak.
Tijuana. All right,
Tijuana.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
He went to Tijuana, or he has this story that he's told about how he went to Tijuana and had sex with a prostitute. And when he's telling the story, he said that she's underage. Now, I guess he's told the story a bunch of times, and it kind of like changes as he's telling the story.
She looks at her age.
His excuse is that everything he says on the podcast is a joke. I wish I had thought of this at some point. Every single thing he says on the podcast is a joke. None of it's serious.
Yeah.
Everything is just a comedic routine. But then I guess if you go back, it's like there are like because he says he's such a square that none of this shit could possibly ever be true. But then if you go back, it's like he does have videos where he's talking about going back to Tijuana and partying and all this shit. So but you want to know the really crazy thing about it is that as this shit was getting exposed by some TikTokers and stuff,
Yeah.
that
Can't
guy
follow.
Bob Lee the Cash App founder, got killed.
Got killed.
So how are you going to search for the story about Bobby Lee when Bob Lee is going viral? I'm pretty sure that happened. So that kind of like quieted it for a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell because
also
like,
Amazon deal though.
Yeah, I did. I saw that. But like, if you're a comedian, it is kind of part of the game that you're just making up stories, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why he would have like included such a graphic
it's
detail, but
that's what I was about to say, and it's a very sensitive time to even be playing like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that, like, I don't know. Basically, being on the platform, you can't go like that.
Saying like she looked terrified was crazy to me, bro. Right? Like why didn't?
That's that's a gory joke right there. That's
Okay.
Theo Bob made it worse.
Let's put it in perspective, though. I remember seeing a clip of him, and I talked about it on here and made myself look like a fucking idiot. But there was a clip where he was talking about getting molested.
Yeah, as a kid.
And I think he was saying he got molested by a guy with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
It was such a
That shit
crazy
was
story.
hilarious.
And when I'm watching it, Brendan Schaub is like laughing.
Yeah.
He's like holding back laughter while he's telling it. And I'm thinking in my head, like, Brendan Schaub is a fucking psychopath. Like, how the fuck could he like be like laughing at that?
Yeah.
And then I find out, like, oh, this is like a joke that he's kind of done over and over. So Brendan Schaub's in on the joke and I'm not. So I'm viewing it completely wrong out of context. But I mean, if that story is made up, maybe this story is made up, or at least like, do I believe he got a prostitute in Mexico? Shit,
For
probably.
sure. 100
The
times.
other details,
Over and
I'll
over,
give him a pass to say like, who the fuck knows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Bro, listen.
But in a sense, you have to think while you're writing that joke or while you're going over that part, like, this could possibly fuck me up.
But it's on a podcast, so maybe he's sort of like sketching out the joke in real time.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Now though,
Yeah.
see now.
But
listen.
you said he told it more than once, though. He told the story more than once,
Yeah.
and he always kept the underage part, right?
No. So, right. So look. So like, and he said that she looked young, but she was of age, right? Right. So like, that's the kind of joke. Oh, like, she looks young,
Yeah.
right? So people just assume looking young means, you know, like in Tijuana, she's.
Oh, she never said that she was. He never said that they were underage.
Luckily for him, there's
I
no
mean,
way for this to
shit.
be proven, right? So he could just say it's a
Yeah,
joke.
he
It's
could
like, what
say
are people really
whatever.
going to do?
Yeah.
Even if she looked young, like shit. If she was on the blade, not like that, and she looked young, you're assuming that she's of age.
Yeah, of course.
Granted, you're in Mexico, you know that it's sex trafficking. You even in America.
Oh,
So
there's Mexico.
Yeah, Tijuana.
with your
You
natural
don't know what
instinct.
Tijuana is.
No.
Yeah, Tijuana.
Now we know that.
It's right there.
It doesn't sound like America, right?
Nah. I thought it was like an Asian country or something, you know. But no.
He
Wait, though,
bought a
right?
safari tour.
It's the closest part of Mexico.
He's not worried about TJ because he bought a safari tour.
Yeah, man.
He plays with the safari.
Yo, right? Listen, but like speaking of jokes and kids, though, the Dalai Lama,
Yo, what the fuck was that?
right?
You saw it?
The
Oh,
Dalai
we
Lama.
got to show Bricc.
Oh my God, bro, these niggas is crazy.
Dalai Lama video right now.
The Dalai Lama video.
These niggas is crazy out here.
We can
man.
describe it to you before we even show
He
you.
told the kid to suck
his
his
tongue.
tongue.
Yeah,
Like he
he said it was a
full
joke.
of video.
Though.
A joke. That nigga not funny. He the Dalai Lama.
The same Bob Lee.
No, the Dalai Lama.
I'm not hip to the Dalai Lama. I gotta see this shit.
Well, we'll find it right
Yeah.
here.
He from 6-0, you know.
All right, we just watched the video. You guys can find it on the No Jumper Instagram if you want. But the video was weird, to say the least.
Very weird.
This dude has
Creepy.
probably met like tens of thousands of kids.
Mhm.
And I don't know, was he fighting back this urge to do this whole time? This is what the apology was. A video clip has been circulating that shows a recent meeting when a young boy asked His Holiness the Dalai Lama if he could give him a hug. His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused. His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras. He regrets the incident. I don't know, man. That to me was just probably one of the weirdest things I've ever
when
encountered.
you get older, I didn't know you were talking about the Dalai Lama. I'm thinking you were talking about like Dalai Lama, like somebody calling themselves Dalai Lama. Like, first and foremost, old senile people do the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
So when somebody gets of a certain age, you should take them out of their seat and put them to the side. Because my grandfather, for instance, like, he turned into the biggest perv in the world. Like, he
Really?
used to tell his daughters, like, let me see your titties. Let me suck that
What?
titty.
At like
but
what
he was
age?
in it at like 79, 78,
Really?
5.
How old was the
I
daughter?
mean, like 75 and shit like that.
Well, if he's 75, his
I'm
daughters
saying
are
he
probably
was
like.
already in the bed, like fucked up. Like he was fucked up, but he was these people age. He has to be around 75.
I kind of buy this because I use this to excuse Joe Biden smelling all those little girls' hair and shit, right? It's like, yeah, he's just so old. Maybe he's just,
Yeah,
just
no,
completely
he
lost
used to-
control.
Yeah, I
He's
swear
old
to
as hell.
God, like he used to say crazy shit, like let me see that pussy. They're like, oh, I'm like, but it wasn't him. Like he wasn't no fucking rapist. He didn't ever molest his kids or nothing like that. They have
Right.
no stories of that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just him being old and just like he used to be. This is my nigga though. He used to jack off and all that shit. You hear him in the room like, oh. I'm like, man, why
In
are
front
you
of
so
people?
loud? Man, he didn't give a fuck.
Wow.
That's freaky.
But the room, he had his own room, but it just was like that man went through like once he went through like the Alzheimer's and all that shit, like it was like, whoa.
Damn.
Whoa. So
Yeah.
when I see old people doing shit like this, I'm like, damn.
How old are we talking with this motherfucker, though?
Yeah, how old is he?
Dalai Lama, age 87. So he's definitely in that
He's
category of like
definitely in
losing
that
his
cat-
mind.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta take him out of his,
And
his
Tory
position.
Lanez-
Like you just keep him as the holiness, but he can't interact with humans.
got breaking
like that
news?
anymore.
Yeah, so Tory Lanez was supposed to be sentenced, I think, today. And it's been pushed back again because his lawyer has filed a motion for a new trial. So they pushed it back to figure out,
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in
and-
jail. That's what
yeah.
people do after they lose the trial.
Yeah.
They'll submit a million motions.
Right.
He gonna get sentenced one day.
So you know what I did Friday for my first time ever?
What?
We can end on this topic.
Okay.
I went to an AA meeting.
What's a
For
AA?
what?
You text me.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you,
You drink?
No. As
Did you
a
have to
friend of
say-
mine
Did you have to
asked me
say
if
how
I
your
wanted to
name
go
was
with
Adam?
him. Huh? I did, actually. And to make it less awkward, I did just say, Adam, alcoholic, 1119. That's what I said. 2019 or whatever. Or,
That's when you stop.
yeah. Well, that was like basically when I stopped drinking and when I definitely stopped doing coke and shit.
Yeah.
But then I never thought of myself as an alcoholic. But like one of the dudes who I was there with, he told me, he's like, just say you're an alcoholic when they're going around.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because I don't know.
Do you
every
still
other
drink
person.
a little
said-
bit. Do you take a shot?
I'll have a
from
couple
time to
drinks
time?
once in a
Oh,
blue,
yeah.
but
You're a
I don't
lick.
have a
Yeah.
problem with it or
No,
anything, you know?
not one is better than the other. Don't downplay your habit.
I don't like it enough to
actually
like.
come why?
It was never a problem for me, huh?
He like actually come just for support or what?
He just had been telling me about it, and so I was just like, all right, fuck it, I'll go. And so I go, and this is the thing, it's an all dudes meeting,
Okay.
and it's mostly
So it's
older, so it's like 40 or 50 dudes in just this room, and they're all like literally almost every person just has a plain white coffee mug, and they're just fucking. People are just going up and just talking and shit, but it's like this crazy, like loud environment. So picture like an 80-year-old dude up there just mumbling, just like talking so low. And then there's like 5 or 6 different conversations happening in the crowd. So nobody can hear this guy at all, but everybody else is just sitting there just watching this dude, like listening to him, even though you can't hear it. It was fucking weird, but I mean, it was cool. Give me a.
Did you learn something though?
I don't know if I learned something, but it definitely was cool to like just see all these like grown ass normal dudes who clearly like they just look like the most normal people on earth that you would see, and you would never know that they're struggling day to day to stay sober. And just being in that environment and seeing so many people have this like real humble connection, it definitely meant a lot.
I need to go to
those-
food, right? Like the
Food
food,
addicts, maybe.
the food.
I went
Anonymous.
to AA in jail,
Really?
and it was like AA a drug, and it's
Yeah.
motherfuckers with real life problems out there. Like
Mm.
alcohol is crazy, but like, did they let you say any other addictions at Alcohol Anonymous, or you only could say?
There was a couple people talking about coke and shit, like who included that when they were talking about their
used to do that
story.
shit all the time. Like, bro, like these people are going to the extremes to get high on the streets. Like anybody that can overcome an addiction like that and like honestly sit there and I don't know about because I've never been addicted to alcohol, so I don't know what the withdrawals are. But like these people, like one of them flatline coming to jail from not having no drugs.
Mhm.
Like I just was
What?
sitting there, I'm like, oh, I don't belong here. Like I've never been struck like that. Like he was on heroin so bad that he was doing like, and he had a little bit of money, so he was doing like 10 grams a day, like just to fucking cold turkey, and nobody pay him no attention. And he's telling them like, hey, like I'm fucked up, like I need it, like you know what I'm saying. And they thinking he just on junkie time. He started throwing up, went out. I don't know what the fuck happened, what caused him to go out, but he was out of there. They got him back to life. They was giving him pills and shit while he was in there. They actually had to give him like strong doses of like oxy first and like shit like that to get him off, because it was like the shit, the methadone shit, he still wasn't snapping back from. I don't know what they gave him, but they was dripping him down. So it was just like a gang of shit. So I'm like, man,
Some of these
step
dudes,
away from them addictions, like that shit was taking.
some of these dudes been going to this same Alcoholics Anonymous meeting for like 30 or 40 years.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Word?
Yeah,
Just
So
to
it
stop
never
themselves.
stops?
just that's how they stay off it, I guess, is just consistently doing that shit. But I guess they do it in the morning and shit too. Like somebody was telling me like about this specific place that they would like see people kicking it outside there in the morning and shit too. So I guess people are doing it at all different times. And yeah, I don't know. It was just fucking intense environment to be in.
So I heard this thing with addiction where it's like you never stop being an addict. Is that the case?
Yeah, because that's why people say
For sure.
alcoholic, even if they've been clean for 40 years, they still like claim it to the end.
Because it's, I guess it's a trigger or some shit about a trigger. Like anytime you see it or you see, like you're not supposed to kick it around people who drink or do the drug that you trying to be like, because anything's a trigger. You could dive back in, and once you dive in, you trying to get back
It's
to
hard to
where
get
you
out.
was at. You're not going in like, oh, sip for sip. Like, and I know because like I've stopped doing perks and all type of shit before and all that shit. And then once you go back, it's like, I'm trying to get higher than ever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you battle with that shit back and forth. So that shit is crazy.
Definitely. All right. I think that was good. Court, Bricc,
Yeah.
Flakko.
Did.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
you guys. Gang shit, no jumper. We out.
We out.